Well, hello there, friends.
Ah,
Welcome to the Emerald Dragon. It is Monday night. And folks, we just got to take a moment here to count our many blessings. The one blessing in particular I want to highlight this evening, audio-visual people. Thanks, Alex, for doing your job so nicely.
Hey, I got you.
Thanks, buddy.
Because we need to see and we need to hear as we make our way into the tomb of Annihilation. Because we're in it this time, folks. We might never come back. Paul.
just in case this session, I brought my Acerak hood.
Oh my
In case
God.
you get into certain situations. All right. We might see some of that a little bit later, but before you guys make your way into the Tomb of Annihilation, I would like to raise a glass if you guys have a beverage, because this is my first official proper dungeon crawl. Have you guys ever done a dungeon crawl in 5e, like a serious one?
I have
Nope.
not.
It is a first for me. And if it is a first for you or you're first watching out there on the stream, cheers and thank you to Gary Gygax and all the creators of D&D. We haven't seen a dungeon this campaign, or a dragon this campaign, but we are going into a dungeon. So cheers.
We saw a
Cheers.
dragon, didn't we?
We have
Fact
seen a
check.
dragon, but
We have seen a
We
dragon.
have seen a dragon.
Yeah, but we haven't fought a
You've seen
dragon.
one.
That's true.
Perhaps you could fight one. That is true. Dungeons don't rule that out. All right. So before we make our way into Acerak's Tomb of Annihilation, let's start off with some character introductions.
Introductions?
Yeah. Hopefully not the last time that you'll be introducing this character.
Oh my God.
Luke, who you playing?
I am Garathor! That is my rage voice, as Garathor is only 15 years old. But welcome.
All right, Brad, who you playing tonight?
I am playing Alastor Eltan, formerly of the Icy Dicks, believe it or not, and one of two official members of the Flaming Fists in all the lands. I take that responsibility seriously, and with my wizard wand, I will point over to you, Alex. That's totally perfect on the camera.
That's true.
It worked on the stream. Don't worry. They don't know. Alex here, and I'll be playing Iranae, our resident terrible rogue.
You've been pretty good, Rogue.
I mean,
About that.
you know, it would be a pretty good rogue. I think I just picked the wrong campaign to build a face rogue.
I beg to differ. She's been very helpful.
That's going to be the final battle, and just please let us go. Whatever creature this is at the end, and maybe that's the end of the campaign. It's going to be a persuasion check. Kaylie, who are you playing tonight?
Tonight I am playing Miss Silky, the second member of the Flaming Fists officially. I look to Mr. Alastor for guidance, and don't know if that's the right decision. It's a metagaming a little bit, but I guess we'll see if we survive or not, if he was right. Moving on.
All right. Well, last time we left off, you guys have been on a string. The Power Cats. That's
Power Cats.
Power Cats have been on a string of victories. After Alastor was captured by the snakes, you guys forged in your way into the Snake's Den, the underground base that they've had, and you rescued Alastor. You killed Raznasi, the head of the snakes, of the Yuan-Ti. You made your way out, and through a plan which even surprised the DM, Garathor turned ethereal with a potion and painted a giant boulder above Zagmira's head as he appeared back into the material plane, and I had to start this battle as a DM under a rock as Zagmir, which threw me off for sure. But as a battle ensued and spells started slinging, the King of Feathers made its way, a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex, onto the battlefield, and you guys were blasting this thing, and you were blasting each other. Eventually, Zagmira fell along with the rest of the party. Only one member of the Icy Dicks managed to escape somewhere into the city of Omu. With taking your second victory, you guys went to the tomb entrance, and eventually, after some tinkering and some researching, you figured out how to open the tomb using all the puzzle cubes that you have collected, putting them in the right order. A giant stone door descended open. You guys proceeded in, and as it closed behind you, you guys took one last look at the starlight and the moonlight on the island of Chult, and it closed shut. A very heavy thud, probably thousands of pounds of rock, and hopefully not the last time your characters will see the outside world. As you turn, you find yourselves in a corridor about 20 feet long. Let's get a little music going.
You forgot the T-Rex fight.
Oh.
Well, there was a T-Rex, but then there was a T-Rex fight.
Here we go.
I was transformed into a T-Rex as well.
There was, there was the massacre of that scout. One of
that recap was cool and all, but the only real notable thing was Garathor turning into a T-Rex.
Right. Yeah,
it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, everything else was.
I apologize, Garathor. I will tell all the recaps from Garathor's perspective from this point.
Now you're getting it.
Your characters turn and face this dark corridor. You guys all have dark vision, correct?
Yes.
Correct.
All right. Well, you look to your left and your right, and you see in your black and white outlines of your dark vision just moss and vines covering both side walls. And about 20 feet in front of you, the corridor is 10 feet wide and about 12 feet tall. And it just smells old. Like it smells untraveled. It feels like damp, and just like you're starting to head in a place that very few people have ever traversed. Ahead of you, you see a giant, like about a 5-foot tall skull implanted into the wall, 20 feet at the other side of the corridor, just looking at you guys. And above that skull, about 15 feet in the air, you see a lever, or a lever, built into the wall as well. And you guys this is what you see as you have taken your first step into this tomb.
I light a torch.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to talk to the DM, kind of not metagame at all, but like, what are we doing for rules as far as dark vision versus having torches, and like, how are you going to be breaking that down?
Your dark vision will go based on what your dark vision is. Most is 60 feet, I believe, and you can see in black and white, and dim light looks like regular light, and if you're in complete darkness, you can kind of it looks like dim light then. So it's not as good as if you have a torch, for sure.
So there isn't, it inhibits you a little bit. Is it kind of just like shapes, or can we see textures or anything like that?
You can see textures, yeah.
Okay.
It'd be like the basic outlines, like a black and white kind of version of the world.
Okay.
This corridor then is completely dark. So we're
Yes.
seeing in dim light? Okay, yeah.
It is black.
I light a torch
Okay.
and say, we're in the tomb. Who's on
Okay.
trap duty?
That'd be me. Yeah, I'll check the area in front of us for traps. Just to confirm, did you say this was 5 feet wide, 20 feet long?
10 feet wide, 20 feet long.
Yeah, we should definitely establish our roles moving down here, as there's clearly going to be peril about us. But I do believe that Iranae will be best to scout out any immediate traps. I do have an innate sense of danger when it is nearby, so I do believe I'll stand behind Iranae in case I need to get us out of Dodge real quickly. And Silky and an icy dick over there. I don't know where you guys want to stand.
I mean, I'm very good at not getting hit and moving very fast. So I could possibly move once Miss Iranae checks for traps and be the first to go in case she missed something. I am the least likely to fall victim, perhaps. It is idea. I've never been very good with strategics.
Lieutenant Silky, I think that sounds very smart.
She stands up and kind of does this.
At ease, but on guard.
On guard. We say that all the time where I'm from.
Perfect. God, you're getting it so quickly.
She just kind of wags her tail like a puppy dog.
Well, Garathor, to answer your question, since the beginning, really, I've kind of been the looks, brains, and the muscle of this outfit, but I'll defer to my sneaky friends here. You guys lead the way, sweep for traps, Garathor not too far behind, and, I'll watch our backs. And also look at anything, see any writing and things like that. If it needs thinking, I'll be there.
How is everyone feeling, by the way? Is everyone okay after that fight?
I'm fine.
We used hit dice, right?
And leveling up was we treated
Not
as
that long ago.
Not since the battle, though.
Yeah, we did the battle and leveled up and then battled.
You did have hit dice opportunity.
We did.
Right. So,
Yeah.
we're not at full health on the level up or anything like that, right? We used
If
hit
you
dice.
still want to use hit dice and you didn't, you can. That's okay.
I think I did, looking at the chat history.
Yeah, I think I did too.
Oh, no, I didn't. I think I'm going to.
I'm feeling pretty all right as well. Not at my tip-toppest, but I think we should venture down and see what we can learn.
The wizard could always use more spells, but other than that, I'm fresher than a spring chicken.
Yeah, in that whole fight, I actually didn't get hit by anything, so I'm tip-top.
DM, I cannot recall how much longer until we're able to take our next long rest, because I think we're still waiting for that, right?
Well, now we're in the tomb, so...
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking I need to get my mind around it.
It was like 10 or 11 at night, and your long rest schedule is like 10 or 11 in the morning.
And it's been like 5 hours since our last long rest at this point.
No, you still have 12 hours before you can.
Oh, shit.
Another one.
Yeah.
All right, never mind.
It's been a day. It's been a day.
We'll negotiate long rests as it'll be okay, because your characters may well lose track of time in this tomb as well. So we'll negotiate it as that comes. Just tell me when you want to take a long rest, and I'll tell you where you're at.
Okay, thank you, Paul. Merciful DM.
DM for me too. The beginning of last session, I cast Mage Armor. I assume I still have about 6.5 hours of that.
Yep.
Okay.
Thanks for that. Yeah, if there's any time-related things, let me know.
It's really hard to judge because 8 hours in game time is can be several sessions.
Right.
I'm pretty sure I've cast it and overlapped for no good reason.
All right, so 20-foot hallway. At the end of the hallway, up is a lever. Correct?
Yep.
So I would like to check, start moving through the hallway, giving a nice thorough check for traps as I go.
Okay. You checking the floor and the walls?
Floor and the walls, yes.
All right. You can make investigation or perception. Your choice.
Ooh!
Bring
You
it
guys
on,
might just survive this after all.
I hate the way you said that.
Okay. So, with that roll, you proceed about almost to the halfway point of this, and you're checking the walls, and there's tons of vines and moss on the walls. Like, it's very overgrown at this point. And you're kind of digging through, like looking for places that things could shoot out or blades could hit you. You don't find anything. It's just very thick, and it's kind of slippery as well. You notice it's damp. And you just proceed like 5 or 10 feet forward, almost to the halfway point. And you do notice, running as you're digging on the floor, like through the dirt, that there seems to be a seam. There is a seam running through the middle, like a hot dog fold of this room. And it goes straight towards the skull.
All right, I'm not entirely sure what this is, but I don't like it, and I'll point it out. And so, like, kind of tracing it back a little bit, is it the whole length that we've walked down already?
Yes, it disappears back behind into the wall, into the door you came from.
All right. I'll keep moving forward.
Okay.
Assuming I didn't see any kind of, like, activation mechanism or anything.
You didn't. So you get about halfway. And now you're kind of looking at this skull and the lever with your excellent investigation roll, and you're kind of taking a step, and you're feeling very, like, you're banging on all cylinders looking for traps. You're like, all right, I'm feeling really good about this. But then you start paying more attention to the skull and the lever. And right when you hit the halfway point, something triggers, but you didn't touch anything. It seems like you just got to a proximity of the skull and something happened. And you notice the skull, like, its eyes start to, like, flames appear inside of the skull eyes. And you see this skeletal hand. So this skull is, its mouth is agape, and you can just see blackness in it. And this skeletal hand shoves out of the jaws of this skull, the skeletal hand, and it's holding a timer. And as soon as it reaches full extension, you see the timer shift. And it's got about 20 seconds on it. And it starts laughing maniacally.
I grab Silky and I throw Silky towards the lever.
I go willingly. I go for the lever.
All right. This will be your one chance. Let's roll it.
What do I roll?
It's just pouring out. And Garathor hurls Silky. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Me or Garathor?
And Silky, I need you to make
me or
acrobatics.
Garathor. Oh, okay, got it.
That'll do.
On Silky.
All right. So, Garathor picks up this little kobold, hurls this kobold like a baseball, and Silky lands right on the lever and, like, scrambles up and just toof. As soon as the lever is pulled, the hamburger crease in the floor just opens up, and all three of you plummet down into a pool of slime, and the slime starts burning and sizzling everything.
Shit.
Silky, make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw to see if you can hang on to this lever.
23.
All right, you save. So Silky is watching this happen, but she's hanging on this lever still. And Silky, you see that this door is starting to descend, and there is a way to get over this skull now, because this whole wall on the opposite side is coming down. But you
Okay.
guys are in a pool of acid right now. So
Is there,
It's Alastor, Garathor, and Iranae all in acid.
yes.
Okay, I would like to. I'm having a little trouble visualizing, so help me out a little. I'd like to jump. Is there any ground available for me to jump onto?
There's the vines on the side of the wall,
Vines on
and
the side.
you can see more and more place that you can kind of jump up onto this ledge and get to the next room.
Okay, I have 2 pieces of rope, 1 hempen and 1 silk. I believe Garathor gave me. I would like to jump onto the vines and tie the ropes around them using my experience with making jewelry. Hopefully, I know how to make pretty good vines. And say, hey, heads! And toss the rope to Iranae and I don't know which one of you has better dexterity. Probably Garathor. Iranae and Garathor.
Garathor?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then say, grab Alastor!
You guys getting the hell out?
I cast spider climb and start walking up the side of the wall.
That's probably a good call for
All right,
Silky then.
You're out of that. I'm gonna roll a d10 for damage for all 3 of you. 9.
Ooh.
So all 3
awesome.
9 acid damage. As this is just burning, like, yeah, and you guys are sizzling. You can literally hear yourselves cooking in this like green slime. It's like a very viscous liquid that you're in. Garathor, you can make an athletics check with advantage because of the rope. And Iranae, you can also make an athletics check to try to climb out of this.
He gave me advantage.
Advantage.
He gave me advantage.
Thank God. There you go.
All
my
right.
Advantage for me as well because of the rope.
No,
Okay.
only one
Hey.
person.
I threw her a rope though. I had 2.
I only have time to help one person. Well, you can help after this. Okay. So, Iranae, you kind of slide back down, but then Silky, after seeing that Garathor is safe, you do take 2 more points of acid damage, Iranae. But then Silky throws you a rope, so you can now make this final check with advantage.
All right.
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Woo! There you go. All right. Not only do you get out, but you get out quickly. And Alastor is hauling ass as well. The giant stone pillar that is kind of with that the skull was on is now it like collapses on the floor. And yeah, Silky's near that. Alastor and Iranae, you guys scramble out, and Garathor a little bit behind them. But everything is still burning on all 3 of you guys. Like it is just burning and burning.
I take out my water skin and hand it to Garathor and start just like throwing water on him.
I accept this generous gift.
All right.
I'll try and do the same with my water skin.
Okay.
Burning over here.
Make a dexterity sleight of hand check.
Who?
Not too terribly hard.
Who?
Who?
Everyone is cleaning off stuff. There's like this thick green slime over everything.
You said sleight of hand.
Yep.
I also want to say I go back for my ropes.
Who are you helping, Silky?
I am helping Garathor.
Okay. Garathor, you can make a check too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And I was helping Iranae.
No, that was for you.
I'm joking.
Okay, so all Iranae, you are still smoldering, but the other 2 of you are cleaned off now. Iranae, you take another 8 points of acid damage. But we'll say after this check that all 4 of you are cleaning off furiously Iranae and managed to get this just horrible oozing green slime off of Iranae finally. If you have any papers or anything, that is like papyrus or papers, we have to roll to see if that survives this.
I have lots of paper for drawing.
No, but you weren't in the acid.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Books.
Yeah, so Alastor, we're gonna have to roll for your books.
Aren't they magical though?
They are, but we'll see.
All right, I think I have 3 spell books by this point.
Can I
Did
start?
hear, Rasnasi.
Can I
Oh,
try
I
to
think I
help
still
him
need to
wash
get
them off?
I still need to get Zagmira's spells from you whenever you get a chance.
Sure. And then your journal, right, from your grandfather.
Correct.
All right. So the higher I roll, the more damage it takes, and I'll get back to you on what that actually entails. So we'll start with your grandfather's journal. All right, moderate damage. Your own personal spellbook. Shit. Zagmira's spellbook. And Rasnasi's spellbook. Okay. Not great. All right, so you're furiously wiping off this green slime from all the papers as you see it like singeing in your backpack, and you see some damage to a lot of these spells, like they're smudged and hard to read. But you're not quite sure at this point what the extent of it is.
No matter. Still got my fists.
Is everyone okay?
I have a book.
Oh, you do.
You have Volo's guide
I have 2 books.
and Alex's journal.
3 books.
I have 3 books.
All right, Alex's journal, 61. Volo's guide, 28. That survives. And what's the third book?
My father's book.
All right. Oh, it is gone. There is no. It is just evaporated. There is no book left.
What?
You're like looking through Volo's and you're like, oh, it's okay. And you're going through Alex's journal and you're like, it looks a little smudged. And then you open up your father's book, which you have been reading this whole time, and the pages are just completely like burned away. It is just gone. There is no paper left. It's just a binding.
I get eerily silent. Very, very eerily silent. The sword in my sheath erupts for a second. Flames come out of the sheath, and then they die back down as I mutter some words under my breath. And I just look forward.
Oh my god, I guess we gotta discuss acid protocols.
I believe so. I make sure that I reset my harness that has 50 feet of hempen rope, but connected to my waist, but essentially connected to the immovable rod, with about a 5 to 6 foot leash tied to my waist from the rod.
You're tying a rope to the rod?
Yeah, there's a rope tied to the rod, and also tied around my waist with about a 5 to 6 foot, extension.
Okay. So you could tie someone else to it or something?
No, so I'm tied to it. So it's like tied to my hip almost.
Okay.
With like a 5 to 6 foot, extension from my hip.
Missy Iranae, do you need a heal? You did not do well in that.
That was not very pleasant, but something tells me shit's gonna get worse from here on out, so maybe we hang on to that for now.
You be careful.
GM, I'm just gonna assume that my playing card set and my writ of exploration are just gone.
The writ of exploration is gone. Let's we'll roll for your playing cards. Half of them are gone.
I'm the
So much
only.
fun.
I'm the only one that didn't have any paper that matters, and I'm the one that didn't go in the acid.
Oh, the irony.
You rolled a fucking 100. You
That's
asshole.
insane. Yeah, DM, roll worse.
I'm like, my brother's gonna be so pissed.
So as you guys look forward down this hallway, you see some plants rising up out of the ground, and straight up in front of you, you see this green horned devil face that is just glaring at you, and its mouth, much like the skeleton from the previous room, is just agape. And you see this blackness, and as you're looking at it, it just looks like it feels like you're staring into a black hole. It's like there's something weird about this blackness. It's hard to take your eyes off of it as you're looking forward towards this devil face. You guys now have access to the map, and I will reveal as you guys proceed.
And there's no other pathways in the room, it's just the devil face?
No, it's the devil face, and it's a T, actually.
So it goes to the left and the right. My guess is do not look into the mouth of the idol.
Someone want to toss something in there? Maybe it's a game.
Are we sure that is a good idea?
Not very sure, Silky.
All right. I would like to move forward very, very carefully, examining my steps and the walls for any holes or traps or wires or ropes or ceiling fans or chandeliers or...
Investigation or perception, your choice.
Oh, look, I suck at both.
Let Iranae go first next time.
Okay. You proceed through this room about 20 feet forward. You don't see anything so far as you get up to the T. As you're checking, you guys see Garathor start to look left and right and touch walls. Doesn't seem to find anything.
Is there a pebble on the ground I might be able to find? A pebble or a stone?
Plenty of pebbles. In fact, as you were investigating, you did notice that the walls to the left and the right of this particular corridor seem rubbly and a little bit weakened.
I will take a pebble and I will put myself against the wall as Kronk did in the Emperor's New Groove, and I will throw a handful of pebbles into the demon face's mouth.
All right. Into the Green Devil's mouth?
Yep.
All right. About 1 second later, the rubble flies back out at you, and it hits you. It's like glancing, it just covers you in rubble.
Like, well, it just threw it back up. So, your guess is as good as mine, guys. And I'll peer my head around this corner if I could, closest to me.
It is weird. If it just threw it back up, I wonder if there's something inside.
Are you suggesting you want to crawl down in there?
I'm suggesting there is a reason that it's here. And if you just spit back out what we put in, maybe there is something inside that we can get. I do not know how to test this theory, but it is a theory.
If we want to wait some time, I can detect magic.
Actually, I think that is a good idea.
It'll only take me about 10 minutes.
Everyone just... You know what? Get on the other side here, out of the way. Just like next to it. I'm gonna try something.
By out of the way, do you mean, yeah, like right up here?
Yeah.
I like, try to get, there you go.
So I would like to take one of my daggers. And I'll use like one of my thieves' tools to make a mark on the blade. Just like an eye. And then I want to throw it as hard as I can into the sphere and then duck so it doesn't just like come back and hit me.
All right. You throw the dagger into the mouth. Nothing. Nothing. 1 more second goes by. And this black winged creature charges out at you with claws and goes, ah, and just rakes at you. I'm going to give you can roll damage for your dagger, but it is going to attack you with surprise and at advantage. And roll initiative.
All of us?
All right, cool. It's time to die.
Play Tomb of Annihilation, they said. It would be fun, they said.
I would just like to
They
preface...
said there's a reason the tomb's at the end of the campaign.
I'd just like to say that Paul prefaced this episode saying that he's never been as excited as he is now for a campaign or for a... I think, Paul, why?
8 points of damage.
Is the initiative table up?
I need a beer. I'll be right back.
The turn order's up now.
Okay, thank you. Ah, damn it, I forgot to select my token. You know, I've only been playing for 6 months. Paul, my initiative should be 10. There it is.
Nice initiative rolls.
Yep, Silky, there was definitely something inside!
Oh,
It
well, this is not what I was expecting. I was maybe thinking a rock or something. Not whatever this is.
Hey, Paul, since we're around the corner, is there anything interesting and a little place to spread and breathe a little bit for this fight by chance that our characters would be able to see?
There you go. As you peer down that hallway, well, first off, behind you, it looks like there's a piece of glass to the west. And then to the east, it seems like it opens up into a big black room. All right. Iranae, you are first to act. Oh, wait.
I have
first
not been hit by the surprise round yet.
You are first to act right after this.
Oh no.
I guess it does get...
10 minutes earlier. I have
You
a feeling
take
it's gonna be
13 damage and 25 psychic damage.
What?
I'm down.
No, you're not.
You don't have 38 hit points?
No, I took
taking-
19
Took like
from
30.
the-
Yeah.
Yeah, I took 19 from
Oh.
the acid.
Okay. All right. Iranae is down. That brings us to, well, Iranae, you make a death save right away. Save. All right. Alastor, you're up.
Okay. Without hesitation, as he hesitates, oh god, oh fuck. I'm gonna cast Lightning Bolt straight at him.
Okay.
So he'll need a Dexterity saving throw. DC 16.
I would say if you angle it more down the hallway, you can avoid Iranae's body. But yeah, well,
Angle
lines
it
are
down the hallway.
like towards Silky. You can probably hit him and not Iranae. But yeah, lines are a little bit broad sometimes. So
okay.
we'll say you can aim it, but just be aware of that. For Lightning Bolt, it's like a big line out. Sometimes there can be other things that are hit, just like Fireball, but in a line.
Sure.
But yeah, you can get away with this one. So go ahead and roll. It's a Dex.
Dex save, please. 16. Okay, come on.
Fail.
34 lightning damage.
Your lightning bolt strikes into it, and it just turns around and smiles even bigger. And you see some like green ooze drip out of its mouth, and it just looks at you, Alastor, completely unfazed.
Nice. My handlebar mustache quivers a little bit. Hopefully Silky didn't see that.
I am paying more attention to Iranae.
I am going to stand kind of behind Garathor a little bit.
All right.
Maybe even try to get out of his view. I'm gonna go over here.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully he
Our
doesn't.
move, because he was definitely looking right at you. Actually, no, I think he did it. He is going to turn his head, fly up a little bit, and go right towards Silky.
Bring it on.
How tall is the ceiling in this place?
12 feet.
Okay.
This is only 12 to hit. Oh, that's a miss.
Super miss.
Oh, Iranae, what is your armor class? There's an 18.
17.
Oh, okay. Just checking. All right, 12 to hit is a miss. So he slashes at you and completely whiffs. Silky does some Matrix kung fu, dodges out of the way, and it snarls at you. And it starts to fly up in the air and goes out of your reach. So you may take an attack of opportunity if you'd like, Silky.
Please. Use my fists. Actually, I'm going to do my spear. 26.
26 is a hit. You can roll damage.
10 piercing.
All right. You carve into this beast, and as your spear glides along it, you feel like it's not having quite as much of an impact as you would have hoped, but it still cries out a little bit.
Sweet, I love that. It's great.
12
Come
feet
on.
in the air, and it is going to go back down this hallway and kind of woof, and it is going to try to hide as a bonus action.
God damn shadow demons. Anything with shadow in the name is just no good.
All
I
right,
succeeded.
Silky, what is your passive perception?
I don't think it's that bad. 13.
Not that good.
All right.
Not the worst.
So you see this thing retreat back into the hallway and disappear. It's now your turn.
Okay. I cannot see it at all.
And
And there's nothing I can do to try to find it.
you can actively perceive it if you'd like for your action.
No. For my action, I am going to run up to Iranae and I'm going to cast. Whoa! I'm going to use Hand of Healing. She gets 7 hit points, and I am going to try to keep her down on the ground and like crawl on top of her body, and try to like be a meat shield for her. I know I'm really tiny, but so is she.
Okay. So you're trying to take the attack?
Yeah, I'm trying to take the attack.
Okay. All right. Does that end your turn?
Yes,
You're
it
you're
does.
back up. Well, you're on the ground prone, but you're back in action. All right, Garathor. You also saw this thing retreat back into the hallway, flying, and disappear.
Okay. I will slowly walk this way, just turning the corner. My sword by my side, and I just whisper, Ignatius. Can I see this demon yet, with a flaming sword in my hand?
You cannot.
I will use my first action to look for said demon.
Okay. You only have one action, even though you have multi-attack.
Okay, I will use my action.
Perceive it?
To try to perceive it, yes.
Okay. Make a perception check. You cannot find it.
Okay. I will stand in front next to Iranae, on guard in a defensive position.
Okay. Iranae.
I'll use half my movement to stand up from prone.
All right. Silky gets shoved aside a little bit.
Rude.
Sorry.
That's fine. Just don't get hit.
I will draw my rapier and hold my action until I can see the demon.
Yeah.
Holding an attack.
Alastor.
All right, so I still have spider climb. It's a concentration for 1 hour. I'm gonna take 20 feet that way, and then I'd like to be up 10 feet on the wall, almost near the ceiling.
Okay.
And just be like looking behind me, waiting to blast this guy from a vantage point that he wouldn't expect. So as soon as the demon comes into my sight, I'd like to cast Firebolt.
From where you are now, if it comes,
Yeah.
Okay. It would have to come kind of around the corner for you to see it.
Yeah, I assume if it attacks like Silky in this kind of area. Or maybe I'll come 5 feet this way and then go 5 feet up the wall, kind of next to the skull.
All right. I would say you could see it if it was in front of Iranae, but not necessarily Garathor right now.
Fair enough.
All right. And you're holding a spell?
Correct.
What are you holding?
Firebolt.
Okay, cool. All right. Now, you guys will...
Can we say when Iranae got up, I was pushed this way instead of behind her?
Sure.
Okay. Yes, please.
All right. Well, the shadow demon emerges from the bushes on the ground and is gonna take another swipe at Silky, but it has advantage this time as it emerges from a hidden place.
That's fine.
19?
Nope.
Whoa! Do you have 20?
Yep.
Oh,
You
the
gave me
gauntlets.
bracers.
The
We
You
gave her
gave
the
me
bracers.
bracelet.
We gave her the bracers.
Honey!
Oh,
I am the bane of your existence.
dang. Nice. All right. It is going to retreat again. Oh,
Can I
your-
opportunity
sorry,
attack?
Your held action would have triggered even before that. Alex.
Fine.
Alex has an attack.
No, Iranae.
Iranae, sorry.
It's not within range.
Oh. Melee
You need
attack.
load arts, bro.
Is it within my range?
It is, but what can you do?
Punch it?
It's not your turn.
Oh, no, opportunity attack for me when it tries to disappear.
I haven't decided what it's doing yet.
Got it. Sorry. I thought you said disappear. My bad.
Slow down,
I just
Luke.
want to punch it.
We have initiative for a reason, Luke. Slow down. Oh, it's Kaylie this week? Oh.
Sorry,
Ow.
Kaylie is
Sorry, bud.
distraught.
Suck it, Brad. Sucking my left testicle.
Whoa,
Why
whoa.
specifically the left?
Because it's lower, and it can go further down his fucking throat.
I regret asking.
Yeah.
Nice. Save it for the beach, fellas.
All right, it is going to retreat towards the ceiling, 10 feet up, and then hover. So, Silky, you will get an attack of opportunity now.
Okay. I'm going to punch it this time using my magical fists. Oh boy. Yep, no.
All right. And Alastor, you will get your shot as well. as it's on the ceiling, but flying over you guys.
27.
That's a hit.
7 fire damage. And got a power surge I want to use here.
All right.
And a power surge is an extra d6 plus 4. Extra 8 points, so 15 fire damage.
The power surge adds to the fire. It's not force or anything.
I can double check that. I assume it adds to whatever the spell's effect, but I will
Okay.
look.
Well, while you look, we can do the math after. So how much? 16 did you say?
15.
You're 15. Okay. Your firebolt smashes into it. It looks like it hit it, and it was a solid hit, but it's not quite as much as you would have hoped.
The power surge is extra force damage. Good call.
There you go. Okay.
8
So
points force damage, 7 fire damage.
You feel like as you power up this firebolt, the kind of the surrounding energy that you add to it bashes into it, and it kind of knocks the wind out of it. But then the fire kind of spreads over its body and doesn't do quite as much as you'd hoped. But you feel like the force was full force. All right. Would you like to move, Alastor?
That was my held action.
Right. Your held action. Silky.
Okay, it's still here, right? It didn't hide.
Nope. It's just 10
Okay.
feet up on the ceiling right there.
What are jump rules? I've
12
never used 12 feet. Can I jump 12 feet as the kobold monk?
I will allow you to use some of your monk acrobatics to like Jackie Chan
Okay.
up.
Up my
like
shoulders.
to-
Go up my shoulders.
Oh, could I use Garathor as a base? Climb on his shoulders and jump?
You can jump. Yeah, you can describe it however you want. Unfortunately, since
Okay.
you have to jump up, though, I'm only going to give you one attack.
That's fair. I'll take that.
Okay.
Okay. I will get on Garathor's shoulders and just climb up him like he's a tree. And I'll just step up on his hands and say, "Toss me!" And wait, and then he'll... I know this is weird, out of order, but
No,
I'm
it's
hoping
fine.
that he will just like throw me up into the air. And I power up my fist and aim. Come on, come on, come on. I don't want to have to use Flurry of Blows, but I will. 15?
15 hits.
Okay, he's gonna take 10 bludgeoning damage, and I'm also going to try to stun him. He needs to make a 14 Constitution saving throw.
Now your fists, your fists are considered magical, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, I also forgot. I think I get advantage. No, I don't. No one's engaged with him. Or within 10 feet of him.
And then that is a Constitution save.
Yes, please. DC 14. If he's stunned, this will be a game changer.
Natural 20. All right.
All
So
right.
10 damage. You feel like you punch him like solid, like you make contact with this shadow demon as it like is watching you. Garathor throws you up in the air, and it's kind of like, what is this? And then poof, you like knock the wind out of it again. You hear this kind of sucking sound as you feel like you landed a nice blow on him.
Love that. Pissed the stunning strike didn't work out.
Nope.
All right,
All right.
and then I will.
Land on the
I'm
ground
assuming all
below
my
it.
movement was used up. Yeah, and I'm assuming I don't have any more movement left.
Nope.
All right, I will
Garathor.
literally just stand underneath him and taunt him and call him the fat, stupid meanie. You're very rude.
It seems like the darkness in him grows a little deeper. It was good taunting.
Does that count as a vicious mockery?
Can I catch this mockery?
All right, Garathor.
He's 10 feet in the air.
12 feet in the air.
Okay. I would like to make it look easy, just incredibly effortless. And with my strength and my athlete feet, I just like to jump straight up and swing. And then if I can, do it again. Just kind of bound twice in the air. Just kind of like swing at him.
For jumping, I will allow you to make a jump attack, but only one attack, as before. Or as with Silky.
What if I were to... You said these walls are crumbly?
Yes.
Do you think I could wedge a foot into the wall and push to be so close to this demon that I could get 2 attacks while in the air, or no?
So your high jump is 3 plus your strength modifier, which is 5 now?
Mm-hmm.
5, 6, 7, 8. Plus, how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
Okay, so you can, you can effortlessly high jump and hit him.
But I can only attack once, you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm not going to get 2.
No.
Okay. Well, then I will, instead of... Yeah, I'm just going to high jump attack. I'll grapple this fucker later if I need to. So I just stand still, and then it just appears that I almost levitate with just like a little twist of my ankles, just kind of boom, just goes straight up and ha! And I'd like to flame sword on a 20.
That's a hit.
That is 8 slashing, 10 slashing, plus 8 fire. So that is...
All right. The slashing seems to carve right through him and does a nice blow. The fire that surrounds it is not quite having the effect that you'd hope. So 12 damage total. Still, it like its wings curl up a little bit and it shrieks out. It seems like it's getting wounded. Iranae.
I would like to pull out my gun
Yes!
Yes, gun!
and say, cover your ears, yeah? And just bang.
All right. Add your dex modifier and proficiency bonus as you aim it sleight of hand. Yeah, as you would with a missile weapon that you're proficient with.
An 11.
Gun. 11 is not going to do it. Iranae raises up and takes aim. The first time, like you guys see, cover your ears! Boof! At the last minute, it like kicks you back and like you fall on your ass. And you're like, holy shit! And this shock just like rings out in the hallway like a thunder wave spell. Boom! Like all your ears are ringing. And this thing is like, what the fuck was that? You see it like flapping like frantically as it has no idea what was going on. But you notice that your aim was a little bit off as you took this first shot. All right, would you like to move?
I will move 10 feet this direction. And that is my turn.
Alastor.
Well, seeing that the flame wasn't so effective, I'll try with the frost, baby. Ray of Frost. 20 to hit.
That's a hit.
9 cold damage.
All right. You see this ice form on its body, and it kind of whips around and looks at you once again like the green ooze dripping out of its mouth. And it just smiles at you again, Alastor, and the frost just breaks off of it, and it starts to laugh.
His speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And I will take my remaining movement to go to the ceiling, totally upside down, which I think I'll need I'll need 10 feet of movement to do that, and then I'll go kind of out of sight a little bit over here, but just waiting for him.
Okay.
Let's have this aerial battle.
All
Feeling
right.
it.
It is his turn. He dives back. First he goes over, and then dives down, and goes straight back into the devil's mouth, and disappears. Silky.
I'm going to move here, and I'm going to ready my fists for when he emerges. It will hold my action.
Okay.
Actions.
Does that end your turn?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you can only hold one action, right? Like you won't get your bonus action if you hold it, but if you have multi-attack, you can still do that with a held action.
Okay, I will hold that.
Okay. Garathor.
I guess I'll go stand right next to Silky and hold my multi-attack with my Flame On Sword.
Okay. Iranae?
I will use my action to reload the gun.
Okay.
And just kind of call out from back where I am. Is one of us sticking our head in there?
No,
I don't think so, brother.
I mean
that's
it
my
might
turn.
not come out.
I'll just say, Alastor, as it shifts to your turn after this.
I think I'll take a hard pass, you guys hear from the ceiling.
6 seconds go by, 10 seconds go by, 20 seconds go by. Nothing.
I walk back down the wall.
I would like to take out one of my old great axes, and I'd like to try to get a giant chunk of wall, like a few square feet of wall, since you said this is kind of crumbly, and I want to get a big rock, and I want to just throw it as hard as I can into the demon mouth, and then like scurry off to the left.
Okay.
You want to keep
Chuck a
fighting it?
giant rock into...
I want to throw the biggest rock I can muster.
Well, as he's chiseling out a rock, you guys can talk to Garathor if you'd like. You can't do this completely without you guys noticing.
I'm gonna run up to him and like hold onto his arm and be like,
Garathor, why don't we just let it be? I don't think it's coming back out.
We could stuff something in there, Silky.
We can stuff something to stop it from coming out, but I don't think we should like hurl a rock into it.
I mean, hurling a rock worked earlier today.
Do you want to keep fighting it? You are already almost dead.
Well, Silky, don't say that so loud. It could be
I will keep chiseling. I will-
Garathor, just don't
be-
throw it. Just put it in the mouth.
Let's
Place it.
block
Okay.
it with something.
Well, while they're having this discussion, I'm going to pull out one of my spare lockpicks from my Thieves' Tools kit. And without it leaving my hand, touch it to the, like, darkness inside this demon mouth. Like, kind of, like, poke it into
Okay.
the darkness, and then pull it back, and, like...
All right. As soon as you touch the darkness with your lockpick, 2 claws fly out and it attacks you with advantage.
Damn it! Oh, did my hold action? Can I saw it. Can I
No,
do something?
It's all reset now. 22,
Let it be known
6, 7, 8, 29 damage.
that I am an idiot.
All right, back in initiative order. Silky, you are next, though.
all right, cool. I'm assuming. Okay, I'm still here. I'm
actually-
assuming Iranae.
Right, let me move Iranae up here.
Iranae, you are just the biggest. I should tell Shara.
Okay, I will. Iranae.
I
Okay.
don't know why I thought something different would happen.
Firstly,
Isn't that like the definition of madness? Is like doing the same thing twice and expecting different
I mean,
results.
in my
It is.
defense,
Aw.
last time I threw something, this time I just poked it.
That makes sense.
assuming
All
Iranae is down.
All right, yes.
Oh,
Iranae
yeah,
is-
very.
Okay, Paul. Let me know. Does it look as hurt as it did when it went back in, or does it look like it's healed a little?
Make a perception check. This is for free.
Thank you.
It's hard to tell if it healed any. You can still see visible wounds on it, though.
All right.
It's not fully healed or anything.
I'm gonna punch it. 17.
That's a hit.
Flurry of blows.
So 3 attacks. Go for
3
it.
attacks. And since my friends are close, I believe I get them all with advantage.
Sure. You want re-roll that first one, see if it's natural 20.
Yes, sir.
Nope.
Okay. 10 firstly, and then I'm going to use the second one for another hit. Nat 20, so that's going to be max damage, which is 6 plus a roll. Remind me one more time.
6
Roll
plus your
the
dice.
non-natural 21.
6 plus, so 12. My hits are not that impressive.
So that's 22 so far.
22 so far, and then I'm going to use my last flurry of blows to cast Hand of Healing on Iranae and bring her back up.
All right. With
For
3 amazingly quick
6 damage.
strikes, Silky punches this thing twice, and it curls up even further. Its wings kind of are curling over itself as it seems pretty wounded. Boof, boof, 2 hits, and then with her third attack, she reaches down and touches Iranae, and Iranae jolts awake again.
And then I'm going to use my second attack and do another unarmed strike. I get 2 attacks as a monk. That was my first attack.
Oh. You get 4 attacks?
That was flurry of blows. So that's 3 attacks with flurry of blows.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And then
Okay.
my second
Yep.
attack.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Monks are awesome.
4 attacks. That's a hit.
6 damage. And I'm getting low on key points, so I'm just gonna do that.
It falls down on one knee and then gets back up, and just like now the green is like turning red. Like you start to see red drip down this part of its chin, and it just looks at all of you infuriated.
I use my movement to stand in between him and Iranae and look at Garathor and say, "To kill it!"
Garathor.
I drop the great axe in my hand and withdraw my sword, and I say, Ignatius. And I said, Kasuth says, fuck you! And I will start stabbing at this demon thing.
Oh, dude, I just got a flaming shaft.
Gross. Boys are gross.
That is a miss.
That is a miss. That is a hit.
That, however, is a hit.
And that is 15, 17 damage, because he only is going to take 2 from that fire damage, I believe.
How do you want to do this?
I mean, I would like to just go straight through his burning heart. And I'm, again, weirdly calm right now. Dad's book is gone. I'm trying to save my dad. Shit is going really, really bad. So I will just stab this demon, and my eyes are flaming almost as much as the sword. And I just make eye contact with it as I slowly plunge it in its heart. And then I just hold it there. And like this is like I'm processing everything right now. It's a really emotional moment. And so I kind of just like everyone's kind of like looking around, and I'm still just standing there. Like I haven't withdrawn the sword and I haven't moved.
It looks back at you
Like-
and kind of grabs the sword and looks at you in the eyes and just pulls it in. Slowly, the flame licks over its body, and you see it start to melt away, and you guys are just still looking at each other as it slowly dies on your sword.
And then I look down at it. Purified by flame.
It turns to ash.
Yes.
All right.
Just I look at Iranae and I just kind of want to slap her on the thigh. You're supposed to be the smart one.
Just spit into the corner. Who said that?
So
kind of
we already
figured that.
clarified. I am the brains of this outfit.
I mean, that is also true, but I mean, I am not very smart, so I'm relying on all of you to be smart. And if the smart one does something like that, it makes me lose faith. And it seems pretty bad in here.
Lieutenant Silky, get it together, man.
Can I keep
Gonna be
using my
fine.
rock?
We have successfully gone 40 feet into the Tomb of Annihilation.
With one of us going down twice,
Successfully, we're all here.
and all of us fell on acid except me.
Silky, there will be setbacks. There will be trial. There will be suffering. But we gotta stick together. Take it one step at a time.
Okay. Do we have a moment to breathe? Take a little rest, or do we need to keep going?
Are you gonna check out that mouth again, Iranae, or what?
I mean, now the thing's dead. I feel like at this point.
At this point, I think I have my rock ready.
Does
And,
is
and
there?
I just walk up and I just throw it as hard as I can into the mouth. And then I take a jump to the left and I grab Silky and Iranae with me. So we're all back here.
Out of the mouth. I'm just kidding.
I was going. That had happened. I was going to get up and go. I was going to leave.
You hear a doof, doof. It rolls like twice inside the mouth and then stops.
It doesn't like come back out or anything.
No.
Wait a minute.
We don't hear it hit anything, do we?
It rolled.
Are you suggesting you want to go inside?
I mean, we at least have to look, don't we?
I will definitely poke my head around the corner.
Around the corner or in the mouth?
Into the mouth.
Okay. Well, you're just putting your head straight in?
Just kind of grabbing a torch, kind of, you know.
Your torch, the torchlight just ends like a wall. Alastor, if you're watching this, you can clearly identify this as a magical, like, wall of darkness.
Garathor, it's magically sealed. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it all the way.
I mean, shove the torch through. The torch comes back fine, then you'll probably be fine, yeah?
I will stick the head of the torch through.
Probably
Right.
won't be able to see once you're in there, Garathor.
You put your hand into the darkness. As you
Not
do.
my hand, just the torch head.
Okay.
Just
You
the
put
torch
just
head.
the torch head into the darkness. And as you do, it completely, there is no more light from the torch head in the room. It just,
When I
disappears.
pull the torch out, is it still ablaze?
It is.
Well, that's line 3 at least.
I don't like it down here very much.
We
Well,
probably shouldn't be poking our heads into places. Let's leave it.
I agree.
What is this grate here on the floor? Does that exist in this room?
It does, yeah.
Silky, go check out that other side. See what's in there over there.
To the east, this way.
Yeah, and Iranae, go check out the west.
I will.
Break.
And I will check for traps while I'm doing so.
Garathor, we
Alice-
have to look, don't we?
We kind of do.
We have to, right?
I will click my immovable rod on the outside, tied to my waist, and I will kind of just, when nobody's looking except for me and Iranae kind of standing in the back corner, I'll just kind of like dive through it real fast.
Make a stealth check.
It's very sneaky.
Everyone can see Garathor he looks to the left and right. He's overly trying to be very sneaky about this, and you guys are like, "What is he doing?" And he's tying his rope together, and he's making all these gestures like he's doing something super sneaky.
I cannot stop you, but I think you are stupid.
Go ahead and tie that to the immovable rod, and
Mhm.
you're about to dive in. As your hand touches the darkness and you Superman dive into this devil's mouth that's agape with magical darkness, we will take a break. 5
I
minutes.
hate everything.
Mm,
We have to.
we have to. Welcome back to the Emerald Dragon. We are somewhere underground. It's really not a great time, but we're having a good time still here as a group. Back to you, Paul.
All right. Let's go to Alastor. You were first talking about the grate in the ground.
Okay.
And you look through the grate. I'll reveal some of the map here. It seems to the north and the south. There is a very sluggishly moving brown river that is just meandering along. And as you look even closer, you just you see this almost greenish like fumes up above the river. Like it smells almost toxic from where you are as you're taking a closer look, and you're looking to the north and south off this bridge. The bridge is about 15 to 20 feet off this sluggish meandering river as you look through the grate.
Does the greenish fumes, etc., remind me of the same green liquid I have encountered a short time ago?
The smell is disturbing. Like it could be caustic, but it could be more poisonous or toxic as well, which wouldn't be quite acidic that you felt last time.
Sure.
You're not sure, but it doesn't seem good.
All right. I will note that.
It doesn't seem healthy to breathe. We'll put it that way. Who's checking out the window?
What window?
That's on the west side.
Yeah, the west window.
Iranae.
Iranae, are you checking out the window? Okay. So there's a bunch of creepers and vines over this window. You see some glass, and you kind of push them aside, and beyond it, you can see an entire room. I will tell you what you see. And go ahead and make a perception check while I'm telling you this, what you see. This vaulted tomb is overgrown with moss and creepers, the whole room. A stone sarcophagus rests on a stepped dais in the middle of the floor. On the wall behind the sarcophagus, two large statues of bears grip a 5-foot diameter bronze disc embossed with a dozen glaring eyes. And as you look longer and longer, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, the eyes shift quickly in the room. All 12 of them in different directions. You peer further around the room. 6 desiccated corpses slump on thrones in niches along walls. Each corpse wears a black mask made of paper mache and feathers. An arched crystal window to the east offers... Yeah, that's where you are. So from that perspective, you see these 6 corpses with these weird kind of Chultan-looking feathered masks.
May I examine the window itself and around the edges of it? See if there's any mechanism that would allow it to open or any creases that indicate it might open?
Sure, make an investigation check for that one.
Is the room on level ground or
It is.
the window above?
Nope,
Okay.
It's on level ground. 20. You check this thing thoroughly, and you're feeling very good about it. And it appears to be a very solidly sealed window. The glass is probably 2 or 3 inches. It reminds me a little bit of when you looked through those masks into the room in the shrine. Like somehow you can gaze into something, and you're like, huh. It just gives you a quick deja vu of that. Silky, as you head to the east.
I specified also I was looking for traps. Just want to make sure that's still applicable.
Okay, make a perception or investigation check.
Fitting.
Okay. You slowly make your way forward, and you don't seem to find any traps as you slowly approach this. You can feel the air start to flow a little bit more freely as you get closer, and the space opens up.
Oh.
A grand chamber opens ahead, 50 feet across, plunging down into darkness below. A stone balcony winds around the walls to connect 4 archways. Other balconies are visible below, with corridors radiating off in all directions. To the north, a stone staircase descends to the lower floor. You're looking around, and you see, so it seems like it's a bunch of levels, and this is a giant cathedral stairwell that winds downward in a cube. As your eyes are going down, you're like, man, how far does this go? Your dark vision kind of stops, and all of a sudden you see a tiny bit of movement, and your eyes jolt over, and you see this hunched figure about 3 or 4 feet tall, and it has a green devil mask, which looks just like the devil that you saw, and it kind of turns its head and then turns back and then just takes a step backward into a corridor and disappears.
We are not alone down here. I just saw a new friend. Maybe? I kind of turn back to face the group to wait and see if they'll come with me because I don't want to go alone.
Silky, we don't need any new friends.
It's probably not a new friend. He had on the scary green mask. He was very short. Didn't attack me, so I don't know what he wanted. But yeah, there are folks down here. Yay!
Garathor,
Not alone.
you plunge into the darkness with your torch, and immediately, poof, you hit the rock that you had tossed in there. You take 1 bludgeoning damage as your face contacts this rock, and it seems like it's a decently open space. Like, you start to feel around, you can't see anything. Your torch is out, it is just utter blackness, and now you feel this surface right in front of you.
So can I kind of tell that this is just a hole behind a mask?
You don't know unless you start feeling around.
I'll start feeling around a little bit.
All right, make a perception check.
For my fingers.
Yeah. You feel around. 3 minutes go by. 4 minutes go by. You're not really sure how big this is. If there's tunnels and if it gets bigger and bigger. If there's anything in it. I'm going to say you take about 7, 8, 9 minutes, and you're still not ascertaining a whole lot about it, and you're not really finding a whole lot at this point. But it feels very discombobulating to just be feeling with no sight at all, hoping that you're carefully putting your hand down on each place, that it's not like a sharp thing or something that's going to attack you. And it just feels like it's going to be a long process.
Well, I will pull myself out, following the rope, connect to the immovable rod that I have placed, and I'll poke my head out, just my head, and be like, Iranae, does this look cool? Does this look cool? Just like my head.
It is a floating head.
That's a little weird, I'm going to be honest. Wait, wait, head back. Just stick your hand out.
No, he asked me to do that, but my head goes in, and then just my butt comes out.
I whack him with the flat of the blade of my rapier. Bah!
And the butt retreats into the darkness, and then I crawl out.
We made it to a semi-secure spot. Now we stall.
Guys, it seems pretty safe down here, but also I can't see absolutely anything.
All right.
What have you guys found?
I found an entire chapel type room.
Chapels underground, okay.
I found an underground shit river.
Gonna avoid that one.
Yep. Do not breathe heavily nearby it or go into it.
Iranae, what'd you find?
I've got room with a sarcophagus, bunch of statues, all wearing, or bunch of corpses, all wearing masks, and some statues holding a bronze plate affixed with eyes. And they're all looking around.
Oh, and I saw somebody move.
You saw somebody.
Yes.
Did they say hi?
They tilted their head kind of like I do when I hear a high-pitched noise. But no, they just looked at me and then ran away.
Interesting.
I'm assuming that the way that people are is probably the way forward, but what do you think? Do you want to check out the tomb room?
Well, it's real thick glass in between us and it. I didn't spot any additional entrances to that room, did I, Paul?
Didn't. It was weird. You definitely thought that there would be an entrance and an exit, but you didn't see anything.
I say we remember that room is there, because it seems like the fourth line applies to it. But, I mean, we'd have to shatter the glass to get in there, and I don't know if that's a good idea.
Seems less than smart.
Silky, there were 3 avenues, 2 to the north and 1 to the west in that room on your level. Plus, you can go down.
Well, we can stay on this level or we can go lower. I don't really... I say we finish looking around up here and then go down further.
Seems like a good plan, yeah.
Shall we just begin with the closest direction? Go this way?
I admire your tactical prowess, Lieutenant Silky.
She just kind of wiggles her ears.
What kind of masks were these corpses wearing?
Black paper mache.
And Silky, you said this other figure was wearing a mask as well, is that correct?
Yes, he was wearing the green devil mask, like the one that we saw. With the big blackness in his mouth. Something tells me that face has a... do I recognize that face, Paul, in my religious studies?
Or make a religion check. It's after hearing Alastor talk at length about a Serac, you know that it is a devil. It's a devil face, like it resembles one of the devils of the 9 realms of hell. And you think that you just put it together in your mind that might be the symbol of a Serac.
I think we are dealing with, this was probably obvious, but the followers of a Serac. That is what the mask looked like to me. So perhaps not super friendly.
Well, either that or it's another Greg. Just on
That would
vacation.
be nice.
Winded up in this place. But we can't reasonably assume that. So on guard, everybody.
Okay.
Who's on track?
Before we go down that hallway, let me check one thing.
Okay.
Garathor, hold this end of this rope.
I hold that end of the rope.
and I'm gonna hop into the darkness that Garathor went into and see if I can't figure out anything else about what's in there. Like,
Okay.
if it's... at least try and figure out whether it has, like, a back. Like, if it's just a shallow cave.
How long do you want to spend assessing?
Not more than 10 minutes.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Just a 6.
You spend about 10 minutes and you're looking for something that's going to give you a hint. You do find the sides, and it seems to be about 10 feet in width. And you're starting to go along the side of the back wall now carefully. But it's been about 10 minutes.
Okay. I'll come poke my head out. Found the sides, haven't found a back. Should I look a little bit deeper? I know we've been sitting here for a while, but...
I mean, do you want some
I
help?
ask her if she wants to tie a rope around her waist.
Yeah, let's do that.
I will tie a rope around Iranae's waist.
Would you like some assistance in there? 2 people might make it go faster.
Yeah, stay close, though.
I tie a rope around my waist, tie it to Garathor, and hop in as well. And assist Iranae.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on the wall that I found and start moving deeper.
Okay. You can make a perception check again with advantage, and we'll say 10 minutes have gone by.
No, Garathor, I like what these two are doing, you know. It's a big brain maneuver, for sure. To try and take the sneakier way through the dungeon, maybe we can just get to the end. Maybe we'll just get to the end if we just go this way. I've heard about people that delve dungeons quicker than all the rest. They refer to it as a speed run. Maybe we'll speed run this one.
Yeah, I mean there was one time back in Jonestown, one of the old captains from the Orc Army, Captain Price. He told me, sneaky beaky like.
I've never heard that one, but
That's right. It was
sound advice. Yeah,
it was a modern form of warfare.
It's an awesome saying and advice, kind of in a neat little package.
Iranae, you find the back.
I don't get it.
It is about 10. It seems like it's about a 10-foot sphere, this chamber. You can feel the top and the ceiling, and as you parse it out, you feel the rock in the middle of it. And
Stub my toe at least
you haven't
once.
found anything. It just seems like it's a 10-foot chamber. At this point, Iranae, I would also like you to roll a d12 encounter roll, as it has been our first hour of the tomb.
Oh,
The
boy.
fuck?
Encounters are only on 12.
Come on, baby. Oh! That
right.
could have been interesting.
So you feel like you have investigated most of this chamber and not really found anything, unfortunately. Just the size of it.
All right, then I guess we pull out and... Yeah, not shit in there. That demon must have been bored as fuck.
Wait.
Yes, but
Iranae, did you try going left, right, up, down, left, right?
B-A square?
A lot of different names for this.
No, I didn't.
Infinite lives!
Yeah.
Woo!
Well,
It's 30 lives. Let's be
work's not
honest.
done.
All right.
I mean, it's a good room to keep in mind if we need a place to hide or to rest. It seems like just an empty space, yeah?
Well, empty except for the big boulder.
Yeah, that was Mr. Garathor, so we know it's not that bad.
Seems pretty dark in there.
But a bit.
Well,
We could light a torch.
I reckon we investigate this cathedral. Be careful about this. How large was this creature you saw?
It was about twice as tall as me, so 4 feet tall.
Let's all just be aware in case this is the Forsaken Child.
That's what I was thinking too, yeah.
All right, onward
Which way are you guys going?
to the
This way.
the cathedral.
You're in it.
Close north.
Yeah, that way.
You're heading north. As you peer down, you're Silky, especially you, are kind of looking for this figure again. You don't see it as you gaze around this, and it goes so far that you can't see the bottom. It just like descends into darkness, and you do see, as you look down, now that you're kind of in the northwestern side, as you kind of look back, you do see a plaque, like written it's pretty big lettering on the wall. You can't see it from where you are, but it looks like something is written there, but you have to go down the stairs and go around to see it. Or you can just make note of it.
There is a writing on the wall. I have a feeling we are going to come back this way, so just to remind ourselves, we need to probably read that. Whew.
Copy.
Yeah, it's scary in here.
Indubitably.
Who's going first?
Who's on trap duty?
Miss
I'll
Iranae,
go
I believe.
first.
I will go second.
All right. You guys have torches out?
I have not lit a torch.
Neither have I.
I'll light another torch.
Okay. What's the marching order?
Alastor and back.
Silky second.
Goes Iranae, Silky, Garathor, Alastor.
Sounds good. All right. Iranae, make an investigation or perception check.
27.
All right. You make your way down to this hall, and you're checking the walls, you're checking the floor. You're feeling pretty good about it. You haven't found anything yet. You look to the west, and it seems like a long corridor that opens up a little bit.
All right. Then I will start cautiously making my way down this hallway.
All right. You keep checking, and you get to about here, and it opens up a little bit. At the back of this room, towards where that brown stuff is. Oh, I can reveal a little bit more here. A rusting statue of a knight stands at the west end of this hall, gripping a large iron shield held and facing towards you. Shards and flakes of rusted metal cover the floor around the statue's feet. Also, I'm going to make a shape here. Where this green box is a wheel with chains wrapped around it, and then like 4 metal bars protruding from it. And the chain seems to wrap around this wheel, and then the chain goes into the floor.
What the hell was that noise?
I heard that.
Yeah, what was that?
We'll find out, I guess.
Something deep in the tomb.
I confidently enter the room.
All right. You get about 10 feet in, and there you are.
All right.
How confidently to where are you going?
I will confidently stride up to around where the wheel is. I'm not going to touch it yet. Just take a look at it. Kind of circle it a little bit. Take a look over here and on the other, to the north and south.
Yep. You peer down this hallway, and it ends right where your vision ends, at a wall. And then to the north, the same thing, except about 10 feet, and it ends at a wall. The wheel seems, the chain seems in mint condition, but the wheel itself is rusted, and the protruding bars are rusted over.
I do not like the look of the statue. What are you thinking, Miss Iranae?
Well, I'm thinking that wheel either opens a door or closes it.
What door would it close?
That I couldn't tell you.
Well, I have a feeling if we do something with this platform, something is going to happen. We can't just skip it. We can't just go.
Could I inspect the the wheel and the chains even more to see if I might figure out what it would try to do, like a reverse engineering kind of thing, see what it might affect in the room?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
16?
It seems like as you pull or as you turn the wheel with the handles, it's going to wrap up the chain more and more. As Iranae had said, perhaps it lifts something, or like it goes straight into the ground, so it's hard to tell what it will do. Like you could imagine something being lifted up or doors being lifted, but it seems like it's creating some kind of a potential energy.
With that investigation check, might I include just a check at the walls to see if they look like maybe they would be the solid structure which would be doing the lifting?
Like, would something happen to the walls?
Is there a secret door or something along those lines?
I would say that would be a separate perception check if you're going to look for secret doors.
I will go for it then.
All right.
I don't see any secret doors.
What do you see? Anything interesting?
I just start peering and thinking so hard about what the chains might be doing. I forget to blink, and I get some of the sooty, dank, dusty air in my eyes, and they start watering a lot.
Right.
Not crying.
As you're still investigating and thinking, you are looking at this powder, and it's like a weird rusty powder that seems a little bit out of place. But it does get in your eyes, and it hurts a lot.
Does it seem like the powder has come off of the statue? Like residue?
It seems like it's accumulating on that side of the room. The statue seems very clean, much like the chain.
I don't know what this is, but I don't like it.
I'd like to go check out this top hallway. You said it's
Alright.
just a wall?
Yeah. You want to make a perception check?
Sure. Perceive this, bitch.
Not great. However, even with that perception check, you can see it does seem like it's a movable wall. Like the wall can move by some way, shape, or form. But you have no idea how. But there's grooves.
Guys, I think this tomb, there's probably some form of energy or gears or movement. I imagine that this chain has moved recently, but is holding this in place. If this chain were removed, I have a feeling we might be looking at different things, because this wall appears that it moves. We know that there's an energy source of some kind. This statue is entirely too clean. This chain is too clean, but it looks like this rust probably came from both of them. We're going
What
to
are
be
you
very,
saying?
very careful.
I mean, it
I have
sounds
a
like you're saying spin the wheel.
I'm saying that if we spin the wheel, things might get very different.
Silky, you find the same thing to the south. You find grooves in the wall.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can figure out if the chains are the thing that opened the door?
You can make an investigation check to try to figure out how it works.
To do that, come on, +1. Oh, dang.
You ponder it, and you come to the same conclusions as Alastor, that there's not much more to figure out, unfortunately. That you rotate it, and it seems to create some kind of a potential energy. You're wondering, does it have to do with the walls, perhaps the grooved doorways? Does it have something to do with the statue? Does it have something to do with the rust? Why are the chains clean and the statue clean? There's lots of things that are going through your mind, like how are these things linked, and what to do next? Does it all add up to doing something?
Linked.
Miss Iranae, how are you feeling?
Pretty shit, to be honest.
Okay, I don't really want to do anything that we think could cause harm when you feel so terrible. Perhaps
Silky,
we take a small rest so that you feel better.
if we don't do things because I might get hurt, then we're gonna sit in this fucking room forever and never do anything again, yeah?
Can I at least give you a heal?
How many do you have left?
4.
I leave that to the group.
Do it.
Yes, Lieutenant. Heal him up. You're also the medic here at the Flaming Fists.
I will use 1 key point to do a hand of healing. Hopefully it does good.
I think Garathor had a great point, actually. If these things are so clean, the rust might have been recently knocked off of each of these things.
That means that someone came in recently before us. That wasn't us. Is there
Correct.
someone else down here? Like, wait, we know that the minions of the god are down here, but there's someone else down here?
Well, who would the most likely candidates be? Azaka?
Well, do you remember, it was a while ago, we found that wagon, and in the wagon there was a note. It sounded like there were other people, just bystanders in the city.
That
Maybe
wagon was super old, but who knows? They could be down here.
I don't know. Maybe we just turn the wheel or we check out a different corridor. I leave it to you.
Well, there's more to explore the other way if we don't want to turn the wheel.
We should probably explore the other way first, and then come back.
I agree.
But we could just turn the wheel.
Or we could just turn the wheel and see what happens. Miss Iranae, you just want to turn the wheel.
Of course I want to turn the wheel!
I will say this right now, everybody. If we do this the entire time, it'll take us forever to do anything.
Iranae, flip your coin.
This is intense for me.
Takes.
Like, oh, two completely
It's like
different directions.
one coin flip away from a TPK.
I know. See? You
All
can
right,
be at any point.
Let's go that way. The other way.
We go back the other way.
All right.
Now, Iranae, you did say that Timora's literally never let you down, right?
Oh no, that bitch is petty as fuck.
All right.
All right. Iranae, I'm going to move your token over back in the room. Go ahead and roll an investigation or perception check as you make your way around.
Mm.
24.
All right. You're peering down like Sherlock Holmes, looking at the floor, looking at the walls to see if there's any trigger points and see if there's any points of danger. You don't find anything, and you make your way all the way around the U and feel pretty safe about it. As you get to this point, you once again see your buddy, a giant flaming-eyed skull, except this one is way bigger. This one is so big, and its mouth is agape once again, and its eyes are peering at you, and it looks like you could actually walk through. And as you peer, it seems like there is actually room beyond.
Does it look like it has magical darkness in front of it? In its mouth?
Not. You can see through this time. To the north, it looks like the hallway keeps going as well.
Okay. Before we go into the big scary mouth, can we check the last hallway?
I can get behind that one, Silky.
Fine.
In what? You want to go in the mouth?
Silky, you quick go around the corner, and there is a wall right here where your vision ends. It's a wall. And it, as you check, it also looks grooved.
Okay, we've got another.
I'm saying as you went here.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
assuming you didn't go up to it, but if you want to, you may.
Okay, we've got another movable wall. I'm not sure how far I want to go. Okay, into the big scary mouth.
Not downstairs.
Or downstairs. Big scary mouth might have something.
You said there was a plaque, right? Some writing of some kind.
Yes, we would have to go down the stairs to do that.
We should probably go take a look at that.
All right, let me just poke this one.
Poke the big scary head?
Just poke it.
Iranae, you might die. Last time you did that, you summoned a
Well,
demon.
then someone else poke it.
Fine! I will go up to the big scary head and I will poke it.
As you're
Not
walking,
with your fingers.
as you're walking up to this skull, and its eyes seem to get brighter and brighter as you get closer.
Oh, no.
You can feel the air in the hallway like a moist breath flowing in and out. Like you can feel this slight air on your face every 3 seconds going inward and outward just ever so slightly. And it feels almost damp. And the eyes are just getting bigger and bigger. What are you doing? The fire in the eyes.
Okay, I know I put my token all the way up there, but I think I'd rather go about here. Checking for traps and walking up to the scary face, just so I can take a look inside the mouth.
Okay. Make a perception check for traps. Just on the floor, right? Is all you're checking?
Floor and wall.
Okay. Yep. You don't find anything.
Oh.
And yeah, it seems like there is indeed a room beyond, but it's hard to see through this. Even though it is open, you kind of have to crawl through its jaws. And that you see sharp fangs. Like lined in. It's like a shark mouth almost. There's just teeth.
Can I take my crowbar, which I got with my starter kit, and kind of stick it in the mouth?
Sure. You want to touch anything or just put it in the air?
Just put it in the air. Just stick it in.
Right. You hold out your hand, putting it just barely into the mouth.
Not my
like
hand, the crowbar.
of the jaws, and nothing happens. The eyes continue to radiate.
I think it is safe to go in, but we best to be very careful. This feels like a living being almost.
Well, at least we know it doesn't eat crowbars.
I didn't tap any of its teeth. Maybe if we tap on it, it'll actually take a bite.
I mean, give it a try.
Okay. I will tap one of the teeth with the crowbar gently.
You make a little tap. Nothing happens.
Do you want to check out Big Scary Mouth Room? I am here already.
Either that or downstairs.
I say downstairs.
You can put a pin in that scary mouth thing. Go read something. Maybe if we read something, it'll give us more insight.
Okay, I can do that.
All right, great job, Lieutenant.
Every time you say that, she just kind of stands up straighter and her ears just kind of get floppy and her tail wags.
At ease, Silky.
Oh.
But still on guard.
Yes, sir.
To the downstairs. Silky, you check for traps down those stairs?
I think that is better suited for Miss Iranae, but I can try.
Iranae seems to be lacking the initiative today.
Beautiful. I will check for traps going down the stairs.
Make a perception or investigation check.
Perception is my better skill.
Nice.
Thank you.
I'm trying really hard. Like, I'm starting to respect Alastor more and more the more and more he praises me, so I'm trying really hard to be as efficient as possible.
It's working.
It kind of feels like I'm back home with the monks, giving me encouragement when I do a good job.
All right.
Oh,
Interesting.
here we go. What the heck is this?
New map.
We're already on the second floor of the dungeon, guys. Our speed run is...
Speed run's coming up.
Well, we skipped a few rooms, but speedrun's going well.
You guys make your way down the staircase. Silky, you don't see any traps. And it seems like the writing, I'm going to ping it, is over like right here. And yeah, as you get closer and closer, still checking for traps, you do pass a hallway to the north and a hallway to the east. And kind of looking down, they look decently long, so you can only just take a look unless you want to actually start going down them. But you do make your way up to the plaque of writing.
Mm.
You guys can talk amongst yourself while I find that really quick.
Well, if you can't read it, Silky, I can probably read it.
I mean, I read a lot of books where I'm from, but actually, mostly the monks read them to me. I'm not the smartest person.
That's all right, you know. I find people learn in all kind of different ways, and sometimes when the story is read out loud, it's even better than reading it yourself.
Would you read me a story sometime?
Absolutely, perhaps on a long journey or something if we don't have anything else to listen to.
That would be nice. It would be like it would be like a service, people who read you books out loud on long trips. You could make money doing that.
Yeah, we could start that up when we get back to Baldur's Gate.
The
You can call
podcast.
it-
Yeah. Silky, it is written in common, and that is what you see
Ooh,
if you want to read it out loud in your best French accent.
I will tie. It's kind of just middle European at this point.
The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned, into darkness descend. Yeah, very pleasant, eh?
Shit sucks.
What were you expecting? Some like the puppies.
I'd rather fight a dragon.
Yes, I think I would rather be fighting than figuring things out, but well, here we are. It's a ring. We haven't found any rings.
Guys, I have a question. What does intoned mean?
Is entombed the same as entombed? I actually do not know. Alastor, you are smart. What does entombed mean?
Ah, of course I know what intoned means.
As I see Google pulling up on his screen, his face goes really white.
I know what many words mean, Silky, including intoned, which I will recall for you right now, which is, in fact, to say or recite with a little rise and fall. See, I intoned that last little sentence right there of the voice. It's kind of like Garathor, except you do it intentionally.
So it's like when you are talking and your voice changes an octave, like that?
That's intoned, yeah.
That is cool.
I agree. Very much. Okay. Do you think we've extended our reach in this here tomb? Maybe we go back upstairs. None of this is ringing any bells for me.
No, but I think it's a good thing we read it. It seems like every sentence might be a bit of a hint to certain parts of the tomb.
Can we see any other plaques further down?
Make a perception check.
Perceive this, bitch.
Did Silky already find out how many floors, like, till the bottom? I guess there's some statues down there. Did we get a description all the way at the bottom?
Yeah, did I see anything?
It's hard to tell still. There is at least 2 more floors going down.
I want to drop my torch.
Okay. It lands on a stone ground, and what you can see from where you dropped it towards the southeast corner, you see illuminated and flickering are 2 4-armed gargoyles that are standing at attention.
Do these gargoyles look anything like a 4-armed gargoyle we've seen before?
They look exactly like the
Oh no.
Das wunderbar.
Yep, that's several hundred hit points each.
Then I definitely think we avoid those for now, yes?
4 of them?
2.
2.
4?
2 is what you can see, but there are some other shapes that resemble those also in the room.
Definitely.
Oh, a torch
Definitely
if you really want
avoid.
to know.
No, I'm good. Second one.
I reckon we go back up. And I don't think anything we do here is going to be good. So I say, we spin the wheel.
I mean, I think we should go into the mouth first, because that way there's no traps waiting. We know we just walk into a room.
Something about how you explained that breath, Silky, scares the fuck out of me.
Oh, don't be such a baby, Garathor. I mean, I'm scared too, but it's just a living thing.
Are you guys going back up?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely going back up.
Paul, quit chuckling and holding your face like that.
Hey, you got 3 options. Or go down, so I suppose 4.
I vote for the mouth.
Let's do it.
Let's go for the mouth. Silky goes first, though.
I will go into the mouth. I will approach the mouth, and I will jump through.
I will approach the mouth.
All right, you're gonna try to jump over the teeth on the bottom and the top. You gonna jump through without touching anything?
Yes. I don't like the way you said that.
Can we lodge that space at all, just in case? Those teeth got me pretty worried.
How tall is it?
It's about a 5-foot gap.
I don't have anything that's good. No, I don't have anything that would hold it out. Except for my staff, and I'm not willing to give that up.
Is there a any sort of rod we could lodge into that space? Perhaps, bonus points if it was immovable.
That is a good idea. I don't think I have anything like that, but I do know someone who does.
I don't like this plan.
Oh, Garathor. It's a very strong rod.
I will put it on the bottom teeth, and I will click it. But I will keep my hand on the button.
Okay. Garathor, you reach your hand in and click it, and it's about 2 or 3 inches off the bottom row of teeth. Are you jumping through, Silky?
I'm jumping through, and I think I will try to avoid the teeth.
Okay.
Like my dexterous little kobold body.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw.
All right. You feel this thing breathing in and out. And as you start to jump, you feel it kind of inhale and you feel this warm air about you. Poof! You land on the other side of the teeth and the room opens up. Nothing happened except you three. You see one of the lights, one of the eyes, the flames in the eyes click out.
Do I see anything in the room?
You do.
Silky, can you hear us?
Do I hear them?
You do.
We?
You're kind of on your own in there, kid. We're worried about sending a second one through. Don't want to send this other flaming green eye out.
One of the eyes went out?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. I will communicate with you. If you don't hear me talk for at least 10 seconds, something's probably wrong.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. While I'm in there... Oh.
Crusted with dried mud, glower from niches, cut into the walls of this tomb. So there's all these skulls and bones literally encased into the wall of this room. A stone sarcophagus stands at the center of the chamber, its lid adorned with a coiled serpent carved in a relief. Behind the sarcophagus, resting atop a marble pedestal, is an ornate crystal box with a small humanoid skull floating inside it.
I think we've got Indiana Jones and the Temple of the Crystal Skull things happening here.
What?
Isn't that like archaeologist?
It's that children's book.
Someone read that out loud to you?
Yes. When I was very little, like a hatchling. The Crystal Skull one wasn't the best, but the other 3 were very good. Anyway, I kind of relay what I see to everyone else. As the fact that we have not found anything that requires a skull yet makes me think it is a bad idea to try to take it. Taking things from tombs, in my experience, is not a good idea.
Says the kobold who literally dug up our friend to take some of her hair.
That is different. I was doing that to honor Miss Alex. She was not yet put to proper rest. This gentleman seems like he has been put to proper rest. Disturbing a proper resting place.
We're honoring the tomb.
Yeah, the whole point of this tomb is for us to come raid it, yeah?
Can I...
Silky.
Oh no.
as you're looking around the room and talking back, you hear a voice inside your head. And as you're looking at the sarcophagus, you're like, where is this coming from? You're just starting to hear like breathing sounds. And you notice the skull start to shift towards you and look at you from inside the box. Now, the three of you, this is telepathic, so only Silky hears this. Silky, in your mind, you hear the voice of a young girl say, "What's happening? I can't see."
Where are you? Who are you? Where are you?
You tell me. Oh my gosh, you see the skull start to rattle in the case. Where am I? How did I get here? Oh my god.
Hold on. What is your name, young one? What is your name?
My name is Napartak.
Napartak.
I am the queen's daughter. Where am I? What is this?
Okay, Napartak, I need you to concentrate on my voice and listen to me. You are in a tomb. I don't know how you got here. I am just meeting you. But you need to be calm for me, okay? And you need to tell me the last thing you remember.
Where's my body?
We will figure this out. Breathe. Breathe for me, dear.
The skull starts to rise up out of the box. And you see this, it starts vibrating more and more. And all of a sudden, flames just explode from its eyes, and it's huge. And you hear this child's voice turn into like this masculine demon voice. Time to die.
I run out of the room.
All right. Well, if you run, you guys all hear the time to die. So I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh, God.
I don't want to do this alone.
Time to die. Oh, man.
So what was that you said in the text? Silky's little bones get crushed.
What? Yeah, what is this, railroaded or something? Luke, you only need to roll initiative once, man.
I have advantage on initiative, so suck my dick.
Oh, damn.
Whoa.
He's spicy tonight, guys.
Luke, are you single?
Asshole.
I choked on my water.
Did you verbally tell us that you choked on water?
Yes. One of these days, one of my parents is going to watch this and just be so confused.
Hopefully my parents never watch this.
My mom wants to watch Hot Boy Summer, so the sooner that's out,
Ooh.
the sooner my mom gets to see how disappointing I am.
Yeah, she's gonna be like,
Kaylie,
so
I
you're
didn't-
grounded. I know you're 20, but you're grounded.
I know you talk this way, Kaylie.
Sorry, Mom.
Hey, it's called acting.
Yeah, I am an actress. Duh.
Is this what we paid for college for?
I'm a theater major. You wasted your money. I actually paid for college.
I was paying for college, but now Biden's gonna give me 10 grand off.
Nice. This doesn't look like a sweet, innocent young child.
Why did you tell it the truth?
What
Oh, you told us the truth.
was I not supposed to?
No.
Speak no truth to the doomed child.
I forgot about the poem.
That's okay. Silky probably would too.
Yeah. One of you
Iranae.
guys is gonna need to send me the poem.
Fuck.
Iranae, you are first to act.
All right. I'm gonna use 15 feet of movement to dive through the door.
Okay.
And then I'm going to once again pull out my pistol and shoot this flying skull in the face, I guess.
All right. Huh. Music's not working.
Oh my god.
We've got music.
This one is. I know. I have like 4 tracks, but we'll have to listen to this one again.
Guys, in darkness it hides.
I know. Obviously, that's where the first demon was. It's
Yeah.
pretty
We are-
simple, buddy.
We are so bad at this.
Yeah.
All right, Iranae, you jump out and take aim with your pistol a second time. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
17.
17 is a hit.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be 14 points of damage and a very loud bang.
All right. Yeah.
Actually, is that like piercing? Is that bludgeoning?
It's bludgeoning, I'm gonna say.
Okay. It is a round projectile, so that makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, you fire up your gun again, and this time the bullet smashes into this skull, and the skull kind of flies back. Oh, yeah, there is knockback, isn't there? 10 feet? Yeah. Well, anyway,
is there? I
Yes,
don't believe that has
there is
been...
10 feet of knockback if you hit. So this skull flies back into the wall and takes another 2 damage of impact as it just like you shot it out of the air. And yeah, so that is 14, 15, 16 points of damage. Bam, and it's like it just howls back at you. Does that end your turn?
Sure.
I'm going to say also that it is so loud, and you hear a ringing kind of carrying through these little holes in the wall all over the place. You just took note of it because it seems like the sound continues to echo in different places in this tomb. Alastor.
Can I see it through the hole? Through the mouth?
Iranae, you jumped into the room, right?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So now both of the eye flames are out.
I don't know what that means.
When Silky jumped through, one of the eye flames went out for the giant skull in the doorway, and now the other one's out as well.
Okay, to ask my question again, can I see the skull in the room?
Yes, you can.
All right, I will shoot a firebolt. Only a 10.
10 is a miss.
All right. A lot going on in that room.
All right. Anything else? Alastor.
I'll step 5 feet back.
All right. That brings us to the skull. It is going to rise up in the air, and you see its green flames licking off further and further. All of a sudden, out of the center of its head, a red beam. Boof! Fireball. Make a
Oh,
dex save,
God.
all 4 of you.
Wait, dex save. Iranae, we might be lucky.
Yeah, I know. You guys are fireball resistant.
It hits all 4?
It does.
Oh, man. Oof.
What? Yeah, 20-foot radius. No sweat. All right.
Did all 4 of us do deck saves?
Yeah.
Would my danger sense constitute an advantage on dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
Because I could see it coming.
You can see it. Sure. 8d6. All right. So it's 25 damage. Silky and Iranae, it is DC. It's only 13.
Oh,
Woo!
thank God.
So Alastor, so Silky and Iranae, you take nothing. Garathor takes half. And Alastor, you take the full.
I'm gonna use Arcane Deflection and add +4 bonus to my saving throw.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
Awesome.
Nice.
Thank goodness I had 25 hit points.
What does that look like? Arcane Deflection as a fireball hits you.
As soon as the flames would be engulfing me, instead there's like this like bluish kind of ethereal shield that comes in the view, taking the brunt of the damage, but still getting so hot in the process that I take half of the damage.
All right. So the shield is just flames licking and wanting to encroach on you, but your arcane shield takes the brunt of it. All right, that ends its turn. It flies up 30 feet in the air. Silky.
I cannot get it at 30 feet in the air. That is insane.
I look at Iranae and use my. I talk to her real fast. Like,
Should we just get out? I cannot reach this thing. I think I should just run. Maybe it
Throw
will
a
fall
spear.
out. I don't.
I'll throw my spear.
All right. That's a hit. 9 damage. Yeah, it takes a solid hit from your spear. It lodges in the side of its skull. And now it has a giant spear sticking out of its head. And it kind of tries to shake it off.
Okay, I want that back. Now I have to stay. Can I try something?
Sure.
For my second attack, would it be possible for me to climb on top of the sarcophagus, jump off, and try to reach them? Or would that just be a little too insane?
You feel like that is going to be above your jumping distance.
Fair.
The sarcophagus is only a few feet off the ground. 30 feet is quite a way. Like, you'd have to... It'd be more athletics, actually, than anything dexterous for you.
Okay, then I will stand in front of Iranae again. Try to be a meat shield.
Okay. Garathor.
I am very hesitant to go inside this mouth with both flaming eyeballs out, so I will take a javelin and I will hurl it at said.
Unfortunately, the width of the mouth, you can't like lean into it and still have room to throw through this mouth.
How
Especially
short
now-
is the mouth? Pretty small.
It's about a 5-foot gap.
Oh, okay. Is it shrinking at all? Have I noticed any tension from the mouth at all or anything?
Nope.
Okay. I will ready a dodge action then.
You'll take the dodge
Take
action?
the dodge action, yeah.
All right. You have dodged. Iranae.
I will reholster my pistol
Okay.
and draw out my short bow and shoot an arrow at this skull.
Your reloading is an action, isn't it?
I'm not reloading.
Oh, okay. You're putting it away.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Take a shot.
Yep, and I will fire an arrow. Only a 12.
12 misses. Goes wide in the skull. Dodges out of the way.
Then I will use 10 feet of movement to get into this corner here.
All right.
And that is my turn.
All right. Alastor. You see it hover up 30 feet in the air, so it's kind of disappeared from the nice shot that you had last time.
All right, I will maintain my current position. And I will ready a fire bolt if I get a view
right. Oh, whoops. Oh well. It was in a panic. It is going to cast Magic Missile at 2nd level at Iranae. So that will be 1d4. So 4. Nine plus 4. 13. Magic missiles collapse on you, Iranae, for 13 damage. And it is going to, we'll say that the top of this ceiling is 30 feet, so it's right at the very brink, and it kind of moves into the corner up here. Silky.
I go down.
Damn it.
I took
God.
a gamble.
Fucking shit. Fuck. Damn it.
Kaylie. It's okay.
And of course, it is your turn, Kaylie.
Fine. I am going to look at Iranae, realize that the fireball got all of us, realize it's probably not a good idea if I go close to her, so I will let her stay down. I will go to the opposite end of the room, and I will take out my light crossbow and fire 2 shots.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Not 20!
Hey!
Okay, so that is 8 plus 8. So that is 16? Is that my math?
Yep.
How do you want to do this?
That'd be 21.
Really?
That'd be 21 points of damage.
How is that 21 points of damage?
Yeah, 8 plus 8 plus your modifier of dexterities.
That
Oh, damn!
the 8 already takes that into account.
Okay.
The second 8 was the
So-
damage.
Oh, did it? Oh, shit, my bad.
Yeah, no, you're good. So Silky is like having this. She does not want Iranae to go down, and it's not her time. So she's just kind of panicking, trying to figure out what to do. She hasn't faced an enemy that she can't really punch before. So in a panic, she takes out her crossbow, who she's never used before, and tries to channel Iranae, who she has seen shoot a crossbow, and aims like she has, and just shoots perfectly, mimicking exactly what she saw Iranae doing, and hits it right in between its eyes.
All right. You hit it right in between its eyes, right in the center of its skull, and you see it kind of crack, like this crack forms down the middle, and slowly it's like, and then it just falls into 2 pieces and collapses on the floor. You guys hear the skull rain down from the ceiling and kind of shatter into a bunch of pieces on the floor. It is defeated.
I go get my spear, and if they're still intact, retrieve my crossbow bolts.
1 is intact.
Thank you, sir.
Is there anything about these flaming eyeballs?
Nope, they're still out exactly as they were.
Oh, God. I go to Iranae, and I cast Healing Hand.
Thanks, Alex.
I think technically I need to make another one.
Nope, stop it. 8 hit points. Get back up.
I mean, you
Yeah,
could have
one.
just stabilized me, but
Not 1.
Not 1.
would you
Don't-
like me to roll one more, Paul?
Trust me, Alex, you don't need to try to die in this dungeon. No, 1's fine. Silky makes her way over as Iranae does fail 1 death save and does get a little bit closer. Iranae, as you are unconscious and you fail this death save, you feel your soul start to be forcefully removed from your body and sucked down, like straight down into whatever is at the bottom of this. And like you hear screaming in your ears, and it is just this horrifying choir of different screams coming. And that is the sensation that you have before you snap awake with Silky healing you with her hand. Healy.
All right, we're definitely in the right place.
Are you okay? How do you feel? Probably like shit. I know. You say
I
it.
feel like how I look.
Okay. Stop doing that. Please. I cannot keep healing you. I only have 2 left.
Someone had to come through the door.
Let Garathor or the other one do it. Do not. I forgot that. Alastor. Let Garathor.
The other
Alastor,
one.
The other one.
The other one.
Let
Don't-
Garathor,
that's-
the barbarian, fight a flying skull with his flaming sword.
Or let me do it myself. I would. Miss Iranae, please try to understand. It is not your time.
My time's up when Timora says it's up.
And Timora is telling me that it is not your time. So please, 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 please. You need to save the world. Stop trying to die.
Silky.
You guys still alive in there?
Yeah.
Yes,
Silky, there has never been a point in my life where I tried to die.
I don't believe you.
Oh, you don't? You
Perhaps
should.
not intentionally. But Miss Iranae, please, just...
Silky, what does Timora favor?
Luck.
No. Timora gives luck if she wills it, or takes it away. What does she favor?
Silky would probably remember, but Kaylie doesn't.
The brave and the bold.
Thank you.
Fine. But I just don't want you to die, okay?
I understand that. So, we'll hope that Timora keeps a fucking bitch side under control for a while, yeah?
You know, there's not that many gods that you can say that to and they like it.
Oh, I'm sure she
Timora-
doesn't like it. But,
Well, she's not going to kill you for it.
yeah. She understands.
I like her. She's a good one. Anyway,
I'd like to go take a closer look at this
I was-
sarcophagus.
And I would like to take a little bit of a closer look at the skull. Probably not that close. If it's still there, or the pedestal.
The pedestal has nothing. It was just a glass box with a skull in it.
Okay.
The sarcophagus looks like you do see a snake emblem imprinted on the top, and it just looks like a heavy lid.
Alastor,
Iranae,
you're the expert.
usually.
Do we, open the snake sarcophagus, or do we leave it be?
This requires expertise in what discipline exactly?
I don't know. Figured you know a lot of shit.
I mean, death is sort of my domain. And
Is this a death domain
it could be.
situation?
I mean, like I've
I guess
said,
the entire tomb is a death domain. So I guess that does make Silky the expert on all things.
yeah.
Oh no.
But I will say that for the time being, we are safe, it seems. If we open that sarcophagus, That might
Fucking
change.
do it! Fucking do it! I bet you won't do it.
Garathor.
Do it!
I mean, it's a little heavy for me, Garathor.
Well, then you come out here and I'll do it.
It just seems very bad to desecrate the tomb.
Will somebody come outside, please, then?
Iranae, you go out.
Yeah, I'll
If
go
something
out
happens, I don't want you in here.
and sit right there.
Does any...
As you walk through the flame skull, or the skull that's wide open, make a dexterity saving throw as you try to jump through over the teeth. Garathor, you still have the immovable rod at the bottom?
Yes?
All right.
24.
You land just barely on the other side of these teeth, and nothing happens. Both of the flames in the eyes reignite.
Both
Both of them?
flames? Because Silky's still in there. Is it both?
It's both.
Oh, shit. I will go through.
One extinguishes.
I will go to the sarcophagus.
All right.
And I will gently, but firmly, move the lid.
Gently but firmly, huh? Okay.
I
You start to push it, and it indeed moves.
I then start rethinking about the puzzle again real quick. I think this is fine, and I just open it.
All right. You open it, and poof, this explosion almost of just old dust. It just comes in your face, and you breathe in, and it just feels like you're in someone's attic. It's the first time in 20 years that someone pulled down their crawl space in their house, and you just felt that air coming out, and it just hits you in the face. You probably have a little bit of dust on you and in your eyes.
Garathor, cough that out. That's probably people.
I bathe in blood! And I will try to wait for the dust to settle and look inside to see if I can find any salvageable bones, necklaces, weapons, skulls.
There is a bundle of faded cloth, and there is a staff that is, it seems, carefully placed on top of this bundle.
Garathor. Let me check it first.
Why?
In my experience, when someone is buried with something, they don't want it to be taken, so they may have tracked it. Let me just make sure it's not going to, kill you the moment you touch it.
Okay.
I would like to inspect the staff and the bundle for traps. If we move it, is something going to happen?
Just by looking at it.
I think so. Just by looking at it, trying to use my experience with burials.
Sure. Do you want to ascertain about the burial, or do you want to look for traps?
I think I would like to ascertain about the burial, see if this looks like a burial where they may have tried to protect the body from grave robbers.
Sure. Make a religion check. Okay. You take a look at it. It seems intentionally positioned that the staff is kind of laid as a symbol or a token on top of this cloth. As you look at the cloth a little bit more closely, though, and you're inspecting, you do see a few bones within the cloth. So it does look like there is a skeleton within the cloth.
I will grab them very, very quickly.
I will step away when he does.
You grab both?
Yep.
Okay. Whew. You grab the staff in one hand, and you have a a sack of bones in the other hand. It kind of collapses as you grab it in a knapsack. Garathor, make a charisma saving throw.
Sure. not? Fuck it.
0? Love it when that happens.
Green smoke billows from the staff, coiling around you like a serpent. A voice whispers in your ear, "Let me help you. I promise to be good."
Sure.
And we're going to take a break right there. Okay, Luke, I'm going to call you.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Welcome back to the Emerald Dragon, everybody. We are in the Tomb of Annihilation, and it is annihilating, to say the least. Garathor is currently learning these lessons. Will they survive? Only time will tell, and may the dice ever tell the story.
As Garathor, you have a staff in one hand now and a pile of bones in the other. This thing yelling and jumping into your body. You guys, all of a sudden, before you're realizing even what's going on, out of the caverns of this wall come these mummified spiders. Dozens of them. Dozens and dozens, and they keep pouring out. I'm going to treat them as swarms.
This is fine.
I don't like spiders.
All right. Everyone roll initiative.
God damn it.
This one.
I'm gonna need a short rest soon if we can. I don't know.
Let's just get through this fight.
No, I want to sleep right now.
Right now.
I'm just gonna go to sleep. If I go to sleep, the spiders won't be there when I wake up, right?
They're based on movement, so if you stay very, very still.
Maybe they'll think I'm one of them if I get down on all fours.
Hey, we've got this.
Iranae, you are at like 7 hit points.
We've got this. My hit point total is no concern of yours.
You're the reason I'm doing this tonight.
Don't put
Actually,
that
no, the
on
reason-
me.
No, the reason is I really wanted a glass of wine. You're just the excuse.
All right.
Hey,
Well, these
I'm
spiders
nobody's excuse.
rolled horribly. So first we have Iranae once again.
All right, I will immediately knock another arrow and put it into this swarm here, trying to aim for the largest mummified spider in the swarm.
All right. Take a shot.
Is the swarm aware? Oh, the swarm is engaged. So, actually, that's a good question. Is the swarm engaged with one of my allies?
Yes.
Excellent. 27 to hit.
That's a hit.
That will be 7 points of piercing damage, plus an additional 13 for 20 points of damage total.
All right. Your arrow like skewers like 3 or 4 of these mummified spiders in this single swarm. There's only about one left. And it's kind of looking left and right like, where'd my family go?
Oh.
But yeah, it's still there.
Eat arrow, spiders. And then I'll use
All right.
15 feet of movement to move back a little bit down the hall. And that's my turn.
Alastor.
I'll shoot a firebolt at the swarm in front of Garathor that I can see. $15.
Hit.
16 fire damage.
Mummified spiders. The one that's left of this swarm just immolates, and it is a pile of ash after your firebolt hits it.
All right, I'm gonna yell, "Get out of there!" And
Silky.
I'm gonna retreat back here, and I will now renounce formally my turn and allow the next person to go.
Well said. Silky.
I will attack this swarm right here. I will punch it. I will punch it twice.
All right.
Keep forgetting. 10, 12.
The 12 hits.
Okay. 6 bludgeoning, and then I'll use my bonus action to do one or more random strike, which I keep forgetting tonight. 14.
That's a hit.
9.
Smash. You hit
Smash boom.
like 3 or 4 of them in this swarm, and there's only one left once again.
Silky, very tempted to eat the spiders because they look like delicious snacks. Resists because she understands mummification. Not great.
Right.
And I'm gonna look at Garathor and say, "Go, go, go." Do I get a response from you, Garathor?
I look back at you and I say, little one, I will protect you. And yes, we will go.
Okay, well, I'm leaving now. Are you coming?
Run.
Okay, I will do that. I will use 5, 10, 15, jump through the teeth.
All right. It will get one opportunity attack on you.
Ooh. Oh, the spiders? Yeah, that's fair. The one spider.
Yeah. Actually, because it has less than half, it's a weakened attack.
Let's see if we can do 20.
10. That's
Nope.
a miss. All right. The one spider tries to take a bite at you and misses. Is frustrated.
25,
All right.
30, 35, 40, 45. I end up here. Actually, here.
You have 50 movement?
45.
Okay. Crazy. Garathor.
Monks.
Garathor will grab his sword and whisper Ignatius. And I will start running for the door, seeing Silky there. And as I walk by this guy, I'll just give a quick little attack on this little spider here.
Yeah.
This little,
Just a little guy. Just a little attack.
little fucker.
Oh, yeah. He's probably gone. Yeah.
That's going to
he's-
be a solid
ass.
24 damage. And I will jump through the mouth, reaching down to grab my immovable rod. Click. And I'm just telling everyone, please stay behind me. Stay behind me. I got this. Stay behind me. We'll be safe. Let's flee. And I have my sword and shield, and I'm like being just extra weary to be in front of the group and crew here.
All right. The swarm of spiders turn. They will. 2 of them. You see them kind of swarming this door. And they look out. And then they retreat. They go back into the caves from whence they came. And things get quiet once again.
I will turn to the party and be like, that was so close, everybody. Oh my gosh. Alastor, those are very nice robes.
Thanks.
Yeah, man, you look phenomenal in that. Iranae, you must be tired and hungry. Can I make you some food?
Let's say we move back to a room that we've cleared out, yeah?
We could move to the demon room, maybe. Set up a force field and take a quick rest.
Well, the thing about in there is we can't see anything, not even each other.
Oh.
So
That's right.
I could set my dome right here. I could set my dome back in front of that demon head.
I say more towards the front is probably the safest.
Yeah, maybe we set it up like not next to the window and grate, but like right around the demon head.
Yeah, like right around here.
We'll know if anyone comes into the tomb. I lead the way over there. Start ritual casting Leoman's tiny hut. Like to find a nice little 10-foot, probably right here.
Yep, no problem.
Like to tap Silky on the shoulder. Would you like to ride on my shoulders?
Don't you? You look like you. Yes, I do. Always, 100%. Definitely want to.
I just pick her up by her little hood, just set her right on my shoulder, and
I am so tall.
and we start walking back to the tiny hut.
I just kind of lean over his shoulders, kind of like cats who sit on people's heads. Like lean on top of his head.
I'm kind of scratching behind one of her ears.
All right, Garathor, are you gonna make up some food? That sounded pretty good. I heard food. Heard something about food.
Absolutely. I will break out a little fire, and I will start cooking. I don't know what's on the menu. Give me a second. You guys go ahead and continue.
Hey, what did you find in that sarcophagus? Anyways,
Let's talk about it over dinner. Really got to focus on this right now.
Using my wisdom that I have, can I tell that something's up with Garathor's character? I mean, obviously something's up with Garathor's character.
You don't need any wisdom to
But
know.
obviously. Can I tell what's going on?
While you guys are staring, I turn around. Guys, this is one of the old favorites that my brother and the now long gone Alex, they really enjoyed this honey seared snapper.
Oh, that's a good one.
And I make the crispy fried skin down in oil, topped with the honey glaze infused with saffron and clove. With the side of the porridge and a little bit of the spicy porridge I make. And I sit everyone down. Guys, check this out. Poof. Garathor just disappears.
Garathor?
I go and I like try and poke right where his stomach was to see if he's still there.
You hear a whisper. I'm not there anymore.
Garathor.
And I appear right behind Silky. I go, peekaboo!
What is that? You could not do this before. You had no magic before.
Guys, I don't think it's just me in this body anymore. But man, you guys are all beautiful, and I really hope you enjoy this meal. But it's still me. But I don't think it's just me.
either Kasuth has staged an intervention of all of our eyes, or you found something, didn't you?
I think something found me.
Well, you've been carrying the staff, right?
Yeah.
I start casting Identify.
Yeah, let's see what that is exactly.
Yeah. Real fast, are we taking a short or a long rest here? I think we have to do short, yeah? I say, Miss Iranae, just so that you feel better, do you want me to spend my last 2 points to heal you? I will be better once I'm done with short rest. It might just be helpful.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Okay, I do Hand of Healing twice. I'm actually going to save it till right before we're done role-playing. And then I'll do it for you.
Okay.
The hut is up. You guys feel safe and secure for now in this hut in the middle of the dungeon. And then Alastor begins casting Identify. Do you set it down, Garathor?
Me?
Or does he cast Identify as you hold it there for 10
No,
minutes?
I can set it down and let him examine it and set the pile of bones next to it as well.
Okay. As you set the pile of bones down, the cloth kind of opens up and you see that it is a snake that is kind of broken into pieces now, but it's the fragile snake skeleton and a snake head.
Now, am I specifically aware of exactly what it is?
Yes,
at this point?
you
Okay.
would.
Okay. Yeah, I would appreciate it if you'd cast this ritual to identify exactly what this is. But guys, me and Moa are buddies right now.
Wait.
What?
The trickster god?
Oh
Or
yeah.
the 9 gods?
Oh yeah. Me and Moa, baby.
Wait, you have the trickster god in your body.
You know I'm not one for magic, nor know how it works, but something like that.
That sounds bad.
No,
tell you what.
don't be rude, Silky.
Well, maybe not bad.
Moa,
It's
she didn't
worrisome.
mean it. She's my friend.
No,
and
Moa,
she's
I am
awesome,
sorry.
okay?
I do not mean to offend. I do apologize. You must understand that we are in dire situation. Anything weird like that is concerning. You must understand.
You know, it's a little concerning, a little uncomfortable, but not so worried. When I got friends like you guys around, nothing can take me down.
Can you explain the sudden turn of emotion with you then?
I, again, can't explain the magic. I don't know how magic works, but man, what do you guys think of the food?
It's really good.
It's very good.
And I'd like to reach up and just like feel Garathor's forehead with my hand. Like, does he have a fever going on right now?
Make a medicine check.
An 11.
He seems perfectly healthy.
Can I do a religion check to see if I've heard of anything of like this happening before, of gods sharing bodies with mortals,
Sure. Yeah, that's interesting.
and if this has ever ended well?
17? Certainly, there's been times throughout history that gods have shared a body with a mortal, either by possession or by there's a couple this is what I'll say. There's a couple different ways that gods can possess people, and this is what you're remembering. There's some where they just take over their bodies and they're like a puppeteer. There's some where the mortal now has direct communication with the god, and it's a form of connection. And then there's also a rarer form of connection where both the god and the mortal share the same body and cohabitate and co-make decisions. Like both of their consciousnesses are there together.
And I'm assuming this kind of looks like the third option.
It does.
Oh boy. And I don't suppose with the 17 I'd know if this is a good thing or if the god does this for a reason, or
It depends on the god.
okay, Moa the trickster god.
All right. Well, this staff here is a pretty powerful weapon. It will help us greatly in battle. Just like the alligator, it's much similar actually. This staff here will become a giant snake if it's thrown into battle. Operates with a command word, and anyone can use this staff.
Does it have a limit?
Does it have a limit? I don't see that it does.
Just read the last paragraph.
The snake, yes. If this is shattered or destroyed, yes, if the snake dies, the staff will be shattered and destroyed. What I'm not seeing is any link to invisibility, which means something else is going on. And I just want to look deeply at Garathor and say, Garathor, blink once if everything's okay. Blink twice if you're in distress.
I will blink once. It's like, bro, it's me and Moa. I mean, check this out.
Can you just do this at will?
Invisible. 2 times right there.
Check that out, man.
Can you just do that?
Do I believe that the individual speaking is Garathor?
Make an insight check.
An 8.
It's hard to tell.
I don't suppose I could do the same thing, because Silky would be equally suspicious.
Go ahead. 18. It feels like it's Garathor and someone else. Just like you said, it's a weird blend.
Guys, I get it, but I can still do anything I want as Garathor. I'm still here, but like, there's just a little angel on my shoulder that whispers a lot.
I mean, I have...
Oh my god. Does it whisper things like
You know what it's whispering right now, Iranae?
what?
I have never looked into your eyes, and I know why you love the sea, because I could get lost in yours. And that's from Moa.
Is Moa
And now
single?
that I think about it, and now that I think about it, I don't know why I've never told you that either.
DM, I'd like to, from my study of the Chultan gods, I'd like to get a little background info on Moa, please. I don't have any notes. We didn't go into Moa's temple, I believe.
Yeah, make a history check.
Nope.
Ugh. Out of all the gods that you are very familiar with, Moa is just escaping you. You're having trouble remembering, as like there's a pressure right now to think of like, oh yeah, Moa, I've done some research, but crap, what was he doing? It's just not coming to you for some reason, but maybe in the future you'll get some glimpses of recognition.
I used to know all about Moa.
Oh, it's like when you walk up in front of the class and everything just disappears that you're supposed to present, right?
I mean, I can tell you that out of all the 9 trickster gods, Moa's probably the best one that we could have gotten here, guys.
Probably.
I'm not joking.
Silky just kind of looks at Garathor, walks up to him, and looks him in the eye and just goes, Moa,
Yes.
can you please tell me why you want to be in Garathor?
Why would I not want to be in Garathor? Have you seen him?
I mean, yes, I have, but he is very impressive. I do not know many half-orcs, so I'm assuming that he is a great example of his species. But I am just curious why you chose to join us on our journey. It seems odd that a god of all people would want to come along with us.
Well, she's not whispering these things about that information, little Silky, but, you know, if I as Garathor could, you know, say something along the lines, weren't the 9 gods, like, trapped in this tomb, like, by Sararak? Am I incorrect?
I don't know.
Is that what the lore says?
That's what I thought the lore was said. Weren't the 9 gods buried down here?
I cannot remember, and those notes are buried.
Either way, yeah, you're totally right, Luke. You're spot on in that when you're trying to talk to Moa, it's not like a conversation. You can't directly talk like to them and ask them questions and things. It's like
Right.
a one way, right?
Right. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got it. So I mean, I'm imagining that Moa probably is trapped down here. I'm really starting to think that other sarcophagus we saw in the other room, probably another trickster god. And seriously, this is not so bad what's happening to me right now. And golly, you are just so cute. And I scratch Silky behind the ear again.
No. Serious time. Serious. Okay, well, there's nothing really we can do about this now, but, just be smart.
It's me and Moa, baby. It's so awesome.
See, now that you've got a taste of it, Garathor, magic's not so bad, yeah?
This is a god that we're talking about. So I don't know about you guys manipulating the rules of physics with your, mortal bodies, but I'm okay with Moa over here.
Garathor, what about Kasuth? Didn't you just say you were worshiping Kasuth like an hour ago?
That's for my brother. And don't you dare talk shit about Kasuth. Ignatius.
Wait, Garathor, what happens if you do that while you're invisible?
Is my sword still flaming, or is the sword invisible too?
The sword is invisible.
Garathor, how long can you stay like that?
I don't want to test that right now. But
Did you see?
it feels.
Luke, did you see the card I sent to your journal?
Oh, you put it in my journal. Let me see.
It's in your journal. Yep.
All right, guys. Well,
Let me read through this. Give me a second, guys.
let's keep an eye on that. We'll monitor that situation, but probably have bigger threats. Now, I think it's pretty safe to assume all sarcophagi moving forward. Probably going to be a bad time if we open it, but maybe it has a payoff. So I say we make a decision right now. Are we in here for the lootin' or the scootin'?
I don't like desecrating tombs, so firmly scooting on my end.
It's in my father's book, I think. I can't remember, but I think it was chapter 27, but it was called, if you can, loot and scoot.
I'm with Garathor on this one. I mean, look, we don't know what kind of fucking fight we're walking into, and if there's even a chance that opening one of those sarcophagi will give us, the ability to fucking turn invisible, that seems like
Plus this badass staff.
Yeah,
bro.
it seems like a risk that might be worth taking.
See your point. Lieutenant, I think we got to loot and scoot. Those are the orders. Carefully, of course.
And
Okay.
respectfully if we can.
Respectfully, if we can. Garathor,
Respectfully, always.
the snapper is delicious.
Iranae,
I turn my purple when I'm blushing as my bright green self. This staff, can anybody wield it? Does it need to be attuned to? And can it be used like as a normal attacking staff that has this extra ability? Or is it mostly just a magical item?
Requires attunement. Has a command word. Throw the staff on the ground within 10 feet of you. It becomes giant constrictor snake.
I think Miss Iranae should hold on to that. Unless you want it, Gareth or Moa.
I mean, obviously I would really, really like it, but I already have a large reptile.
Mhm.
So Iranae was talking about needing some magical items.
Iranae, do you want the staff?
I mean, that's really up to everyone.
Yes, I think she should have it. She needs something more to protect herself.
That wasn't very nice, Silky.
That's the truth, though.
Iranae, if you don't want it, I will take it.
Alastor, you take it.
I will
Silky
take
looks
it.
sad.
Spend part of my rest attuning to said staff.
You can choose a command word.
And let me get this straight. So if he throws a staff down, the snake doesn't die and goes back into staff form, he can just keep using it infinitely?
Yes. I believe
That's so cool.
it regains all its hit points if you it's just as soon as it dies, then it's gone forever.
It's gone. That's cooler than Tooth and Tail.
Brad, your command word should definitely be Arbok, I choose you.
Jarbuck.
Or you should call it Boa.
I will continue attuning to it, and I will let you guys know what I decide.
Alex, did you see your points?
I did, yes.
Okay.
Please make a encounter roll.
Oh gosh. D12?
Yeah.
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 All right.
Your short rest comes to a close. You feel safe within the dome, and you have not heard anything that's bothering you.
I will politely ask Silky to take care of these Moa bones.
Silky, though upset that you took them, will respect the bones and very carefully puts them back in the cloth, very carefully ties them back up, and puts them in her little pouch.
Moa
And says a little prayer. She doesn't really know how to pray over a god's bones, so she just, sorry you died, and put it in.
Holy hit dice, Batman.
Oh my god, Alastor.
Fucking shit.
I rolled so bad and didn't even get back up to full health and used all my dice.
Oh my god. Do you want one hand of healing? I can give you one.
Silky, Lieutenant, I appreciate it, but I do not require medical attention.
Okay, you just let me know if you do.
I will let you know. Silky, I do need some assistance, actually. I've never been... We can just keep this under wraps from the others, but
Yes. Okay.
never been good at branding so much. I have to choose some words for this here staff. One to put it into motion, and another to collapse it. What would you think a couple of good words for that might be?
One to put it into motion and one
Yeah.
to collapse it.
Right, I was thinking like snake themes, but it's
What
snap
about
themes. That'd be a fun curveball. If it was a
What
snap
ab-
theme.
the very first thing I thought was stop and go, but that's really unoriginal.
Really a bit common.
What about fang and tail? Fang to release and tail to coil back. Fang to bite and attack, and tail to return.
Fang and tail it is.
That's much more better than go and stop.
Fang and tail, really? See how it is?
She has a -1 charisma.
I start just petting my little alligator. Yeah, or Fang and Coil. Okay.
I think that's excellent, Silky. Thank you very much.
I pull out my little alligator and I whisper, "Don't worry, you're the original."
Oh wait, are those the exact words? That
No,
you...
but it's Tooth and
Okay.
Tail.
Oh,
Yours is
sorry.
Fang and Coil.
You know what? Silky wouldn't know that. Silky's only seen this happen once, so she doesn't know. And Kaylie forgot.
All right, I have a staff and a wand. Come at me.
Don't say that.
All right, well, Iranae, you did say in the other sarcophagus room there was many eyeballs on the wall. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's this bronze plate, had 12 eyes on it, and they were all looking around. Around the rim, there was 6 corpses wearing these black paper mache masks.
Wait a sec. The eyes and masks. Don the mask or be seen.
Precisely, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. We need some masks.
Well,
Silky looks at hers that she's wearing on her face. I'm good.
I can get us some masks. I got my little hand.
well, so what I was thinking, actually, GM, given that I am fairly intelligent, would I have been able to intuit how close the end of this southern passageway in the wheel room was to that room?
You'd think that it leads there.
Alright, so that southern passageway, I'm pretty sure, can't be certain obviously, but pretty sure it leads to that room. Which means
Time
if
to
it
turn the
comes
wheel.
out, well, time to turn the wheel, but also if it comes out next to one of those corpses, we can just yoink the mask off it.
And not be seen by the eyes.
Exactly.
Oi.
Now,
Let's go don some masks, brother.
well, that's the thing, given what we saw in the other room. When we take the mask off, the fucking corpse is probably going to come to life and attack us, but, I mean, we can handle that, and then we check the sarcophagus, quick like, and then get out. What do you think?
All right.
I'm all for it.
Sounds like a plan.
You guys really got to get one of these trickster gods. This is awesome.
I mean, I think you've literally got the best one. I don't know if any of the other ones would be that good. Maybe Nang Nang.
See, Moa, I told you she could be nice.
-1 charisma.
And I guess we head back to the wheel room.
To the wheel.
You guys make your way north and then west and get to the room of the wheel. Still, there is a powder on the floor in the statue that ominously has this giant shield and is peering over top, and a sword as well. That's kind of in a downward position that's just leaning on. And to the north, it's still blocked off, and to the south, blocked off. 2 passages.
Before we touch that wheel, I've just had a thought. Can I go up to where the statue is? I assume it's on like a plinth or something.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Are there any scuff marks on that whatever it's standing on? That would indicate that it had moved and like maybe its feet had scraped against it.
Sure. Yeah. Make an investigation check.
24.
Nice. You check around thinking that this could possibly be a statue that moves its feet and does something active. After doing a very thorough investigation, it doesn't seem like the statue moves. You're feeling pretty sure of it.
I'm pretty sure it won't attack us.
Either way, when you guys move the chain, I will be invisible with my sword of flaming.
I mean, you are the strong one. I think you should help us with the turn thingy.
But invisibility sneak attack.
I mean, you can turn it while you're invisible. It'll just look like there's only 2 of
It's
us
a great
turning
point.
it.
It's a great point. It's an excellent point. I will go invisible and go to start removing said chain to turn said wheel.
Well, the way it's set up is you turn it and the chain gets cranked around the wheel.
I will start cranking.
It's not it's not difficult to discern that. All right, where is everyone? If you could locate where you are. And Garathor, as you start to turn this, you are recognizing that it is very heavy.
Yeah, I figured I'd be adjacent to Garathor, trying to help turn this thing.
I mean, I'm not strong, but I will try to help push, so I'd probably be like on the other side. Or actually, probably closer to them.
Where's your token, Silky? I lost you.
I'm right here.
Right north of me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I have a little room label there.
I'll use my mage hand. Apply about 10.
5 pounds. Okay. So the
I've eaten
3
a turkey leg bigger than that.
So Garathor starts turning it like right away and realizes that it's pretty heavy. You get it about 2 or 3 turns and the chain is starting to coil up on it and it starts to get really heavy. And you notice that like you turn it and there's like a keyed groove in the bottom. So you start to feel it go ching, 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 and then like you can let go. And it just stays there. And it like starts to get tighter and tighter.
I kind of like look at it. I'm like, Iranae, how would one unturn this?
I mean, if it's anything like an anchor, there's going to be like a release lever somewhere.
Check for a release lever before we get ourselves all the way too far down this, in case we open the gate to hell, which probably would be better than this, but you know.
Garathor, your athlete feat and just being athletic, you're starting to feel like this is getting over 300 pounds to now turn as you start to just get it a couple more chinks. So it's definitely going to require at least, and then all three of you. So I need an athletic check from all of you.
Let's get athletic with it, boys.
My mage hand is so athletic.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check for your mage hand.
Can you masturbate with a mage hand?
Luke,
What happens at wizard school?
probably. Get out of here.
Oh, okay.
It's a legitimate question. Because, like, that could have got us out of some trouble in cities, you know. Giving some handies at taverns under bar or under, you know, across the, you know.
Luke, you're going off the rails, buddy.
Yeah.
Time to stop.
Okay. So, Garathor, you taking the lead, and you are using your full weight. You're feeling like you can't push it anymore, but both Silky and this little mage hand has one of the one of the handles, and Iranae is not doing shit. You can just tell as you look over, she seems exhausted and is not really pushing at the right times. But between you and Silky, you are getting close. It goes up to like 400 pounds, and it's bordering on 500. You're just like ching, 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 and it's getting so heavy. And you feel like there's just one or two more little teeth to get through. You want to go ahead and finish it? It's like 500 pounds now.
Guys, get ready. Here it comes. I go, poof, I disappear, and I keep pushing.
Is
Alright.
it not corresponding with the doors opening at all? Like, as...
Nothing is happening, no. All right, you hit the last two tinks. They tunk, tunk. And as you do, all three of you, using your full body weight and full force and all your strength, you see the chain grip, and all of a sudden, something below, like down in the floor, you hear a woof, and like the chain just falls and drops down into the floor. And you hear some gears turning below you. And right at that moment, three things happen. You see the northern wall start to drop, the southern wall start to drop. And at this point, we are going to pause for next week before I tell you the third thing that happened.
Oh.
We're gonna fight a giant stone dude.
I don't
Very
know if
good.
we are.
Yeah, I don't think we are.
Well, yeah, we'll find out.
All right. Well, we got a little taste of what our lives will look like every other week, Monday at 5:30. Oh, well, we're all alive. Day one, well, in real life of the team. Man, I'm stressed. I'll probably be stressed for the next
time
year,
to start
so.
bringing anxiety medication to the next few rounds of TOA.
Yep.
We have
I wanna
a
go back to
collective
work.
therapy session. Maybe get one therapist in here in a Zoom call with all of us. We can have a round table.
My therapist's
Anyways.
pretty good at color.
Yes, my friends, Curse of Strahd next week. I believe the first Wednesday in April. Is that what we talked about, Kaylie?
I don't think we talked about it, but we can definitely plan for it.
First Wednesday in April, Hot Boy Summer Part 2.
Let's do it.
Sweet. So we got Monday, Curse of Strahd next week, Hot Boy Summer next Wednesday, and we'll pick it up back in the tomb the week after that.
Woo-hoo.
Until then, everybody, be safer than we were in this tomb tonight, and you should be fine. Peace.
Wear a mask.
Peace.
Bye.